Welcome to another episode of Couch Coach, your favorite podcast featuring an all-star staff of the best to never do it. Without a couch, you're just a coach. Without a coach, it's just a couch. With both, you're one of us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you got something to say, leave a comment. While you're at it, hit that notification button to make sure you stay ready for when we hit the airwaves on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. For more, make sure to follow us on whatever platform you consume your content, whether on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Search Couch Coach Pod in your search bar and look for the green coach sitting on a green couch. You can't miss it. Now, if that was too much for you to remember, make sure to hit up that description for all the links to all our socials and our Couch Coach headquarters. When you get to our Couch Coach headquarters, you'll quickly realize that we like to keep the fridge full and Hulu on deck when we have company. To make sure you don't get lost on your way to the fridge, when you get to our Couch Coach headquarters, scroll all the way to the bottom. Now, once you get there, whatever you need, we got you. Need a month of free Hulu? We got you. Need a 6-pack of naked wine after a bad day? Or a good day? We got you. Need to have all your meals ready to go with Factor because you know damn well you don't have any time to cook during the week? We got you. Now we got to make sure we don't get sued by the FTC, so just so you know, we can get paid for any deals you use. And listen, I know we all love wine, myself included, but if you're not 21, you got to make like you have short-term memory loss and forget everything I just said about the wine. But if you are 21, please drink responsibly. And now, for your first Couch Coach, we have the one and only Mr. 500, Mr. Bountiful Harvest, Mr. They Ate My Wife. He's a man of many names, but you can call him Johnny.
What's going on, folks? Bountiful Harvest is formerly known as Bountiful Harvest. Now They Ate My Wife is hinging on Kaimi Fairbairn tonight. I need him to score less than 13 points for the real come from behind victory of the century. So everybody, we're going to be sweating the Texans game tonight, which starts in about T-minus 3 minutes. Right now, it's about 9:57 Eastern. We're all excited, but that's not the most important reason I'm here today. Most important reason I'm here today is introduce a guest couch coach for the first time ever. Let you guys introduce. I'm going to introduce this man to you guys. This is Mr. I Understand. Mr. Carly Ursay's number one fan. He has been spending a long time on the quarterback carousel, but now he is off and riding into the sunset with Indiana Jones. He's a man of many names, but you can call him Sean.
Oh, it feels good. It feels incredible to be off the carousel. I didn't expect it to be Daniel Jones, but I'm off regardless.
He's off.
And I also have to say it's fantastic to be here, to be a couch coach. I've had the couch but not the coach.
Listen, man,
for so long.
Listen, with a record like 6-1, you had to stop by. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about Carly Ursay now for a while on this podcast. It's only fitting that you get your piece, and it's good to have you, man. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
And now for your last couch coach, we have yours truly, founder of Omnipresence Productions, co-founder of the Couch Coach Pod. Some call me Akira, some call me Commissioner, but you can call me Coogii. I got one question before we start, guys. Aren't y'all glad y'all took the over? Let's go.
I did not take the
Let's
over.
Go. Y'all won't get that. That's the inside joke.
Yeah, that's
Carry on.
Inside.
Carry on.
You'll get that when we get.
Yeah, you'll get that in the subscribers to the headquarters. You get the blooper reel.
Yeah. The blooper reel. Gotta pay to know that joke.
Yay, that's fire. Now let's get right into it, guys, with this week's Sunday headlines, the segment where we react to games for the people, by the people. Now, if there are any games coming up, guys, that you want us to make sure we talk about, let us know in the comments. But check this out. Knicks' fourth quarter frenzy. Ooh, that's sweet. Broncos score 33 in the fourth quarter to pull off historic comeback over the Giants. Now, for 3 quarters, guys, the New York Giants had the Denver Broncos completely shut down, leading 19-0. Then, the fourth quarter happened. Bo Nix, in one of the most dramatic comebacks in franchise history, engineered an unbelievable turnaround, scoring 33 points in the final frame alone. To steal a 33-32 victory with a walk-off field goal as time expired. Game snapshot, guys. Final score: Broncos 33, Giants 32. Broncos rise to 5-2. Giants fall 2-5. Now up next, Broncos host the Cowboys. Keep that in mind, Week 8. While New York travels to face the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 8. But guys, from a coaching perspective, I'm going to start off with this question. From a coaching perspective, how does the Giants staff even begin to address the team after their collapse of this magnitude? What is the long-term psychological damage from a loss like this?
I think you have to. It's hard to blame Daboll when he's in charge of the offense, and the offense played really well for the most part. You know, Jackson Dart looked about as good as he's ever looked. You know, with 4 total touchdowns on that game. Jackson Dart was in pure form. And it seems like that offense is just unlocked. All that to say, though, you got to start. You might have to go for the head of the D coordinator, because as impressive as it is to come all the way back, you know, and win that game,
it's impressive
for Bo Nix. It's impressive no matter what. But you cannot do that without a defensive collapse. It's just not possible. That is a meltdown like we haven't seen in a long time. That was just, disgusting. And like people were really blaming the kicker, and rightly so.
He didn't get a ride home. He had to walk.
No. Yeah, rightly so. Deserve to get some blame. You can't. That's just a choke, big time. No questions about it. But they wouldn't have been in that position if the defense doesn't allow the Broncos to score 30 points in one quarter. Up to that point, you know, the Broncos had 30 on the board at the point that he missed that PAT.
Yep.
So, you know, it's. I think how good the offense has looked, you can't really start talking about calling for Daboll's head, because it's just too good. It seems like the offense is the strength of that team, which we all thought the defense was going to be. But man, there's got to be some real questions asked, because it might be the most embarrassing loss of the entire season so far, aside from maybe the Ravens week 1.
Yeah, it's real close.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Sean?
Rough stuff. I 100% agree with you that a comeback like that isn't possible without your opponent just absolutely pooping their pants all over themselves for the quarter. Whew.
Yeah.
But I guess also to the point of Coogie's question about how this is going to affect the rest of the season, I think it also, to kind of put 2 and 2 together here, he asks how this is going to affect the rest of the season, and you mentioned that coming into the season, it was supposed to be the Giants' defense carrying the offense, but now we're in a position where the Giants have kind of flipped it. They don't know if their offense is going to be consistent long term, if this was a massive one-quarter fluke, or if this is going to become a trend. This is going to be, I think, an absolute poison in the minds of the entire coaching staff, because now nobody has any sort of certainty or foundation underneath them going forward in the season.
Man,
What a guy.
you guys gotta give the Broncos some more credit here. I'm telling you. listen. I'm telling you. First of all, before we even start, you see the jersey. I told myself I wasn't going to wear a Broncos jersey. I looked at the last few episodes. I was like, man, I'm wearing a lot of Broncos lately. I need to put on a fit. But then I said, you know what? When you win, the fit's always dripping. So here's what I'm saying. This is tough. Now, I watched this game. I was really invested in this game, as you guys can imagine. And I spent about three quarters saying they got to score on this drive. Or it's over. And I almost got up. I was at a friend's house. You guys know Marquise, of course. I was at a friend's house, and I was about to get up and leave. Like, I legitimately was debating in my head. Like, I gotta drive like an hour to get home tonight. I gotta watch the game tonight. I was like, I might just leave now. Like, it's over. But they came back.
And if you're not a day one couch coach fan, Marquise is a Giants fan. That is important. If you're not a day one couch coach fan, Marquise is a Giants fan. Big time. So wellness check on him.
Yeah. Big time. And I even felt dumb because I saw a video where I was like, how you feel 19-0. And then when Jackson Dart scored again, I said, oh my God. But now, if I'm the coach, I'm going back to my team and I'm going to say, listen, all y'all got to take off all them chains because God wasn't on your side today. Nah, for real, the only film I'm watching is the fourth quarter if I'm that team. Today was, and we'll get into it in a minute, but today was destined. It was Broncos' destiny yesterday. It was DT day. There was a lot of former Broncos in the stadium. Some might say God was on our side. If you're a man of religion, a woman of religion. So no, God wasn't on the Giants' side yesterday. And I mean, the craziest shit happened. So there's not much you can take from this game from them. I mean, you can't really. The first three quarters you played well. You want to keep that. Carry that on. But the fourth quarter, you just got to figure out how to close. If they finish off one more drive, that game's over. I mean, literally, the Broncos were one drive from the ending. 1 2-point conversion from that game being over. 1 PAT out of 2 missed PATs from that game being over. Maybe if they didn't score that touchdown, when they scored that touchdown, it took them an extra play. Game's over. So now, psychologically, it's damaging. It's damaging because this team is all about momentum. Momentum is what was going to even give them a chance if there was a chance. This team is not as good as the other three teams in that division. If there was any chance they had, it was going to be that momentum that they were carrying. But this just kills all that. So, yeah, you got to chalk it up. But fourth quarter, I'd watch that 4 times, I guess, the full game. Just figure out what you did wrong. But, guys, I know the answer to this question a little bit. But was this game more about a historic Broncos comeback orchestrated by Bo Nix, or was it an all-time choke job by the New York Giants? Now, not just the defense, we're talking total team, and we're talking all-time, guys. I know you say, hey, they had to choke a little bit. But do you think their choke was all-time? Or do you think Bo Nix orchestrated a historic comeback? Which one?
I think it's more choke, but you got to give a little bit. I think it's more choke, but you got to give a little credit to Demaryius Thomas. You really do.
You're right.
Because I think that was the extra push that the Broncos needed to get their act together, because you can't get shut out on the day that Demaryius Thomas is enshrined in the Ring of Honor with his parents in the crowd watching.
Can you imagine?
You just can't do that. No. So I think that was what it was. They had to pull it out for DT, and God bless them, they pulled it off. What a bunch of guys.
I think while I am tempted to say that this is an absolute piece of art when it comes to choking. The spirits of Broncos past were just with them for that game. And I think as much of a choke as it is, 33 points in a quarter still has to be tallied as part of Nix's repertoire. I mean, like, he did that.
It
doesn't matter if it was,
I know
like,
it's a Broncos record, but it's got to be somewhere in the NFL records, right?
It's the most points in the fourth quarter. It's the most points in the fourth quarter in NFL history, having been shut out in the first three. It is also the first time in 1,200 times that a team has led 18-plus points under 7 minutes to go in the game. And I'm being generous with that minute count. It was actually 6, but under 7 to go in the game and lost. So, yeah, it's history. It's history. But listen, guys. The Broncos had 33 points. DT. I'm telling you. So, ready? Broncos had 33 points. DT died at 33. They kicked the game-winning field goal with 33 seconds.
Think about that.
It's all coming together.
He's right. Angel numbers.
Yeah.
Angel numbers.
Yeah, I mean...
And if you squint, 33 looks like 88.
Kind of does. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. Hey. Nobody can say that he's wrong about that.
And hold on, there's no way they kicked that final three with 33 seconds left.
No, I think it was 3 seconds left.
3 seconds left. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Still a 3.
Still a 3, baby. Still a 3.
Or maybe
I was so
they
hyped.
Started running the clock down at 33 or something.
Listen,
they didn't. Though,
I was wearing the DT eye black. Like I had the tape on and I had the eye black on and I had 88 on the sides of my head, and I had to go to 2 grocery stores still after I put that shit on, bro. I tell you what, they were looking at me a little weird, but no, man, it was destined. But then 2 ricochet touchdowns.
Yeah.
2 ricochet touchdowns. Did you see that? The Theo Johnson tip and the tip.
Yeah.
Fucking Troy Franklin back to back.
Yeah, the crazy thing, I mean, this isn't the hot take of the century or anything, but I really think that no, it's not. I mean, it's you'll like it, but it's true that I think Courtland Sutton might just be the single best end zone target in the NFL.
Dang.
He's just so good. How many times have we seen this dude you throw it into the end zone and he just finds a way to come down with it? Like, constantly. He had a catch in the end zone that was just unreasonable in that game. I remember
that catch
I was
on that last drive too.
Yeah.
They,
on the sideline.
That was the first time they actually ran that play.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what the play was because the play was just jump up over the defender, but I don't know. Yeah.
No, he came up big when they needed him to do it. And
he was one of the 2 players there when DT was there.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. And let me see if I can think of who the other one would have been. Courtland Sutton. Is it someone I would know?
I mean, if you know lineman.
It's a lineman. It's not Garrett Bowles. Was he there?
Yep.
Yeah, Garrett Bowles.
Sutton are the only 2. We had after the Super Bowl season, we had Demaryius for 1 more season, maybe 2 more before we went to the Texans, and then Garrett and Courtland. But Courtland and Demaryius were close. But it was funny because Courtland got drafted basically to be Demaryius' replacement. Same size, same body, similar play styles. I mean, not really now that I think about it, because Demaryius is more big-bodied, but he catch and run a lot more than Courtland does. Courtland goes up. But DT could get up a little bit too, though. He could get up too. But yeah, no, it was a crazy game. Sean Payton out here getting penalties at the end of the game for no fucking reason. I was so mad, bro.
That was a weird. That was a weird.
That was yeah.
Yeah.
I was so because he must have said fuck it because it's only going to be a yard. Like that's what he must have said in his head. Like maybe it'll just galvanize the team and it's only going to be a yard anyway.
Well, they say, you know what the worst word you can say to a ref is? You ever heard this?
No.
The worst word you can say to a ref? You. If you can complain about the call to them, but if you say you just made a terrible call, you just fucked me on this, then they'll call you on it.
So you could say that was a terrible call and it's fine.
That was terrible. And they won't flag you. But if you say you just fucked that, You did a terrible job. You're bad at your job. Then they'll call you. That's what I've heard before.
Damn, that's crazy.
So,
But nah, he was on fuck it mode. He didn't care, bro. I'm sitting here like, why is that dude? He just out of every person
head coaches.
That's what I'm saying. Every person in the entire league or an entire team that would know not to do something like that, it'd be Sean.
But they're both psychopaths. Him and Daboll are both just like beat red, screaming, spitting everywhere head coaches.
Oh yeah, because Daboll went on the field too, and like literally the next possession, he went on the field too.
Daboll might be the worst offender of that in the entire league.
Yeah, he didn't get called.
Just again.
But no, there's some Broncos, and there's some Broncos in the threads out here in the Twitter space. Some Broncos fans, I think they got to replace Sean Payton as play caller, but I don't know because what would he do? What is this? What he's there for, isn't it? It's not like he's some great game manager.
You're not replacing one of the single best offensive minds in the history of the NFL as play caller.
Bro, what are you? I'm like, nah, bro. And Sean Payton came out and he said today, he goes, yeah, our staff likes how things are running over here. I'm gonna keep calling plays.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, guys, we're gonna move on though. The next game here. Hurts. So good. Jalen's deep ball masterclass buries the Vikings as Wentz crumbles in revenge game. In a classic quarterback duel, the Philadelphia Eagles reminded everyone of their explosive potential. Jalen Hurts put on an air show, launching deep bombs to A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith all afternoon. On the other sideline, Carson Wentz's revenge game against his former team turned into a nightmare, as his critical mistakes, including a pick six, sealed the 28-22 victory for the Eagles. Game snapshot, final score, 28-22, Eagles over the Vikings. Eagles go to 5-2, guys. Vikings are now 3-3. Up next, the Eagles host the Giants, while Minnesota travels to face the Los Angeles Chargers. But first question, guys, Carson Wentz put up over 300 yards but made a catastrophic mistakes. Now, at what point do the Vikings have to consider bringing in someone else to back up J.J. McCarthy and or start while he's hurt right now?
No, you don't do that. You're not going to replace. It's not a long-term injury. It's not like Burrow. So you're just like, whatever. Like, he can
get hurt again.
Sure, he can get hurt again. I think Wentz is like, he's a backup, so you can't expect too much of him. Like, what are you going to do? Like, oh, you don't like a guy who throws for a ton of yards, but also makes stupid mistakes? All right, you know who we should trade for? Jameis Winston. Let's just get the same thing in here. Or how about, I don't know, or do you want Mr. Unlimited?
Brissett. Once Kyler's back, get Brissett.
They're not going to give up
They're not getting rid of Brissett after that.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson probably be better.
I think you just
sure about that.
Plug it out.
They gotta bring Josh Dobbs back. That's where the magic was.
The Pastronaut. He's on the Patriots.
He's not playing really.
He played in the last game.
Well, yeah, because Drake started crushing him.
Well, no, it's because
Drake got hurt. Drake
just took a shot to the head, and they put in Dobbs for a couple plays.
Yeah,
but no, I don't think you need to replace Wentz. I think you just thug it out.
Yeah, what else do you do? Your guy's injured. You put in the backup, and Carson Wentz. Historically, he's never had the clutch gene. He's just not able to do it. That's just what you signed up for when you get Wentz. It's the bread and butter. But for a backup, it's a temporary thing is what you got to look at when you're a Vikings fan, right? Like someone else is going to be taking this over. You don't need to rearrange your team or whatever the case for someone who's going to only be in for however many more weeks. I think, again, just got to ride out the storm here. Sorry, Vikings.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vikings.
JJ could come back this next game, potentially. Hasn't been ruled out yet, I don't believe. But
no.
I don't know, guys. I'll walk it to him. He had a good little start in the beginning, but he's not looking very Mac Jones like right now.
No, I mean, come on. Mac Jones is the GOAT.
He's
What are you going to do? It's the baby GOAT.
Very baby goatish right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen, here's what we got to consider. Because the question is about the backup quarterback, but the real question with the backup quarterback is, will they eventually be the starter? Because we still don't know if JJ is the answer yet. Now, they put all their chips in. They put all their chips on the table for JJ right now, right? Got rid of Sam Darnold after a great year.
Looks like maybe the dumbest mistake of the offseason.
Could be.
My goodness.
Used the first round pick.
And you know who else they got rid of? Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
They moved off Darnold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. So, we don't even know if JJ is the answer. So, my thing is this. There's got to be some backup in the league right now that either one is older and could be a bridge for a couple years, or two is younger, maybe down on his luck, a la Trey Lance. I don't think Trey's the answer, but someone like Trey Lance that has potential. Because even looking ahead this next draft with the college, well, first of all, the record probably won't be bad enough to get a great quarterback. But this next class is not looking too hot. Even the quarterbacks that we thought, the Cade Klubniks, the Arch Mannings, and I know Arch is going to be a good quarterback at some degree. We'll see how high it goes. But every quarterback that was a top pick projected this year, Lenore Sellers, they're all looking rough right now. So who knows? So that's where I'm coming from is, if JJ is not the answer, do you want Carson Wentz to be there, and that's the only other option?
I don't know.
No, for this season, you'd stick with JJ.
Look at this horseshoe. Look at this horseshoe, and look at me in the eyes when I tell you that flipping around quarterbacks is not the answer. Okay? I mean, yeah, Brissett's probably better than Wentz. And again, if McCarthy's not your guy, but again, we don't know if he's not the guy, right? Like we had some shaky openings, and he's probably going to be rusty. Definitely not used to the NFL speed. But even then, he's a rookie, and you got to play him out for that second season anyway. If he comes back and does good, you've now got a good quarterback, right? Like there's nothing to worry about. If he comes back and does bad, then at the end of the season, you're not going to be looking at like a top round quarterback pick. But again, that was still his rookie season. Perhaps there's still room to grow. You use that pick to get some supporting cast around him or fill in whatever you need for the team. Just make it an overall better roster for yourself. And then that next season is really where you figure out where things stand.
Not to mention you got KOC as head coach, who has been able to, but he's been able to figure out things with other quarterbacks. If he makes the decision JJ is not the guy, he might be able to take, the 18th pick and get someone decent and make it work. So we'll see. Maybe,
but this team, bro,
Perk
you look around, this team is too good to be sitting at 3-3 right now. You look at their roster, defense. Look at their defensive roster. Brian Flores, Kevin O'Connell. And
you know what? That team
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Mason.
Should be 3-3. That team should be 3-3.
No, they look like it, but the roster doesn't look like it.
I mean, beyond Justin Jefferson,
Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Mason.
Addison's solid. He's solid. Jordan Mason,
he's better than Jefferson.
Shut the fuck up.
I tried to bait you.
Fuck up. No, but I'm like, beyond Jefferson, like, you don't have anyone on that. I'm like, beyond Jefferson and then Flores as a good D coordinator, you don't have anyone that's like scary on that team. It's not stacked with stars. You have like one of, if not the best receiver in the league. You have solid running backs, an old TJ Hawkinson, who's not as good as he used to be, clearly, and Jordan Addison, who's good, but what?
He got hurt.
Hawkinson?
Yeah, don't blame
He
him.
tore his ACL 2 years ago. What?
Oh,
What are we talking
I didn't
about?
I didn't know there was a statute of limitations on ACL injuries.
There are 1 year. You get 1 year. 2 years, you're washed. That's how it works. But all I'm saying is, like, I don't know. That team feels like it should be 3-3. Like, I think that team should be 3-3.
Really?
So,
a quarterback aside, you think that team should be 3-3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
In that division and how strong the NFC is looking, yeah, they should be 3-3. They're not built like some of the other good NFC teams. This is a league where the Washington Commanders are 3-4.
Yeah, that's my NFC one seed right there. Oops.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Yeah, my NFC 1 seed just got the brakes beat off them by my NFC 2 seed. So,
Yeah, there's that.
tell you what. By the way, for the people at home, the Lions beat the Bucks 24-9, and Baker did not look good at all.
Bro.
He looked bad.
He had 47 passing yards when I checked in like the halftime or third quarter.
He was just throwing terrible passes, overthrowing constantly, throwing things behind people on crossing routes. He threw some really overthrown balls. I don't know what was going on, if it was just Hutchinson was making him uncomfortable or what, but he just did not look like he's looked the rest of the season. And this is the type of shit that is why Mahomes is number one in MVP odds right now.
I was gonna say, do you think this hurts his MVP?
Yeah.
No!
Well, when Mahomes walked out there and balled out so hard that he left the field in the third quarter.
Will he drop considerably because of this?
He's probably gonna be second
Do
still.
you think is it enough for Dak to pass him now? Him and Dak, I think, are going back and forth. Based on who
I think if Dak doesn't have a showing like this, there's still a lot of season left to be played. There's opportunity for Baker to rectify this, but I think if the season ended today, I think Dak would have it over him.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just whoever plays the best game in week 18, that's who's getting it. As long as the Cowboys don't just flame out, win-loss definitely matters. Like if the Cowboys are just like completely out of the picture, then I don't think Dak can get it. Because Joe Burrow,
and he did it in prime time too. Is the problem?
Oh,
if you have a bad game in prime time, that hurts a lot more.
But he's had so many good games though, and he's had so many good dog plays and comebacks. I mean, was that 4 or 5 fourth quarter last shot comebacks. So,
if the season ends today, you know who the MVP is?
Pat Mahomes.
No.
Jonathan Taylor.
Same team.
No, it's not. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. Season ends today.
Now. We're done.
Season ends today.
Good night.
Indiana Jones.
Mr. Jones.
That's crazy.
You're just basing it. You just have to base it off of like just this season. You know nothing else about the NFL. You're just basing it off this season. We're being fair. It's Daniel Jones. If it's a quarterback award, it's Daniel Jones.
No, because the stats aren't there.
I think as fun as it would be to say Daniel Jones is the MVP, I don't think that he's the most valuable player on the team. I think that would still go to
Jonathan Taylor.
Right.
But.
Now, they've won every game because they have a quarterback that's not, fucking shit up. But is there a single game that they've won that you go, oh, they only won that game because of Daniel Jones?
Not only, but they are winning it. They are winning games because of good play by Daniel Jones. Like it's not. He's been great in the red zone. He's been great at taking care of the ball.
Yeah,
he's been great. Has Carly Ursay been great?
It's really you're right. Carly Ursay is the NFL MVP. What are we talking about?
Not even a question.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just comes down to, for me, this
is us transitioning to the Colts game.
No, we got to backtrack because I didn't get to answer the question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer the question.
Yeah, answer the.
I gotta answer the question. Listen,
answer the question.
When you go 1 of 6 in the red zone, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win any game. That's just terrible. That's just awful. And no, I watched that pick. I have this bad habit when I flip to a game, the very first play that I see is always like a pick six.
That's what happened to me when I turned on the Hurricanes game the other night, and I turned it on on the final drive, and the first play I watched was Carson Beck throwing the game-ending interception.
That happened with the Cowboys with me, and it also happened with this game. Literally, first play, I slipped back to it real quick, interception. So no, and it wasn't uninspiring. That's the issue with me with Carson Wentz. I just look at him and I go, man, he's so uninspiring. Like, I just look at him and I go, you know how they say for some people, they're like, I want to run through a wall for that dude. Like, I look at Carson Wentz and I want to run away from a wall for that dude. Like,
he's a backup. He's not their starter.
Bro, Jameis Winston's inspiring.
Yeah,
At least he's inspired. That's the only reason he's on the, that's the only reason he's on the team as a third string is because he's inspiring.
Of course. You know what? Maybe Carson Wentz has to come out and eat the W. And then,
if Carson Wentz comes out one time and goes like this. I mean, after a win. Don't do it after this game. Yeah, you can eat an eye for interception. Some shit. But man, we were gonna talk about Jalen Hurts and his deep passing game. But you know what? You guys are so eager to get to the Colts. We'll get there, guys.
You know it.
We'll get there.
Taylor, you know it.
Taylor runs wild. Colts running back scores 3 times as Indianapolis outguns Herbert and the Chargers. Now, in a high-scoring AFC showdown, the Indianapolis Colts proved that a dominant ground game can still win shootouts. Jonathan Taylor was unstoppable near the goal line, finding the end zone 3 times. For the Chargers, a career high in passing yards for Justin Herbert wasn't enough to overcome costly turnovers, as the Colts rolled to a 38-24 victory. The Colts go to 6-1 now.
One more time.
38-24 victory. Yes. Your Indianapolis Colts. Indiana Jones. Colts go to 6-1. I think they're first seed in the AFC right now.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Big time.
They're the first seed in the NFL now because the Bucs just lost.
6-1. Colts.
It's big time now.
Chargers fall to 4-3, which pushes the Broncos to first place. Thank you very much. Chargers fall to 4-3. Up next, Indianapolis hosts Tennessee Titans in Week 8, which, by the way, is the biggest line this week as far as blowouts.
Of course.
While the Los Angeles Chargers host the Vikings next week. So, guys, listen. Justin Herbert threw for a career high 420 yards, yet the Chargers lost by 2 touchdowns. Is this a sign that Herbert is being asked to do too much, or are his turnovers the primary reason for the loss? And I know you guys got a lot of other stuff to say, so feel free to elaborate on these questions however you may.
I'm gonna take a step back.
No, that's all right. And when it comes to Herbert too, I think he's always been just right on the edge of greatness. He needs to figure 1 or 2 things out, and turnovers, especially in this game, was definitely it. I mean, you can march the distance of the field, but if you don't put up points, you're going to lose the game. It's how it works, and that's what happened. And it comes down to a couple things, whether or not it's just been the curse of the Chargers to make him Charger, how it's been forever, or if it's because now specifically, I mean, the defensive line was banged up. There were just so many hits on Herbert, so many pressures. He was scrambling all the time. Of course, he was going to make mistakes. Just enough factors working against him there. I mean, Colts win, you know?
The thing with the Colts is they are just a pure offensive firepower team, and you just have to beat them in a shootout. Like, no one's been able to.
Immaculate.
Yeah, the only person that's been able to quote unquote stop them was the Rams, and that was circumstantial stop them because the Colts put up 20 in that game. They should have put up 34. Oh yeah, but off of the Adonai Mitchell, fumble at the goal line, and he's missing. He's missing. Yeah. We don't know where he is. Yeah. And and then the Adonai Mitchell terrible holding call way away on the other side of the field from the play. Between those two, they should have had 34. So like nobody has shut down the Colts yet. So your only hope of beating them is to outscore them. So that was what Herbert had to attempt to do. And he tried his best, but when you're playing against an offense that is operating as close to flawless as you possibly can in the NFL, you cannot be throwing terrible picks. You just can't be doing it. You can't be throwing picks in the end zone. And Herbert is just doing that. And I'll tell you what,
bro, the big man pick.
The season we started out and we thought we were all idiots, Coogii. Because Sean, I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, we hate Justin Herbert, but then we were like, wait a minute.
All three of us, me, Coogii, and Caleb, all did a predictions week to start the season before the season kicked off. And all of us had the Chargers missing the playoffs. And 3 games into the season, we thought we were all morons. We're like, oh my God, this is the dumbest take of the year.
Charger's going to Charger.
Like,
and now we're looking at it. And it's like, ooh, actually, maybe
the long game came around.
Maybe you did. Look, man, the Chiefs win one more game. You know, Chiefs beat the Chargers in their next head-to-head, and the Chargers are out of it. The Chiefs are the 8th seed right now and breathing down the Chargers' neck. Like you might, and the Broncos being 5-2.
Who's in first place in that division?
That would be the Broncos. The Denver Broncos at 5-2
go,
are
baby.
first place in that division.
Sole
owner of first place. So
long.
the Chiefs are breathing down the Chargers' neck, and one more misstep from them. I mean, man, if that Vikings defense makes homeboy uncomfortable, we're talking about a real backslide for the Chargers. And mind you, that's pretty much happened every game they haven't had Alt. Has been rough for them since they lost Hampton. It's been rough for them.
Their whole line has been shoddy because of injury, and then the running backs, bro. I mean,
you lose Harris and Hampton, and Vidal's not bad, but he was third string for a reason. So I think it's Vidal, but either way, it's just not enough. Keenan Allen legacy game, Unk still got it. But this is more of a Colts thing though than a Chargers thing for me. This is the Colts offense plays so well that they demand perfection from their opponents. And if you cannot offer perfection, then you are not going to beat them. And I am truly terrified for the Steelers to have to play them in 2 weeks.
Hey.
I am not excited whatsoever. But I think that
the Steelers play in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. We got the Packers Sunday Night Football this week, and then next week we got the Colts.
Oh, y'all got those games.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Aaron Rodgers,
Perk Rodgers. Hey, Perk Rodgers has been really good this season. I can't poo-poo Perk Rodgers. He's been good, but our defense is the problem, and we're not going to do anything to stop the Colts. So my thing is, I am just at this point now. Any power ranking that does not have the Colts number 1, you are not to be taken seriously. There is nothing I have seen that makes me think that this is not the best team in the NFL so far. What have we seen? It's not like they're beating just cupcakes. They're beating good teams. They're playing good teams well. One player is the only reason they lost to the LA Rams. One player doesn't make a stupid mistake, and they win that game too. Like, at the very least, they tie it. If we even leave the holding call in and just take out the most egregious mistake you can make in sports or in the NFL, which is dropping the ball before the goal line, that's a tied game. That's 27-27. So I'm just I've seen nothing that tells me that they're not the best team in football right now, bar none. Power ranking number 1, and until proven otherwise. And they're going to win against the Titans next week, and they'll probably win against the Steelers the week after, and then we're talking about a team that is 8-1 and is one game away from clinching a winning record and is a lock for the playoffs. So what are you going to do? Praise Carly.
Hey.
She really did it.
I will say, don't forget about that penalty on that missed 60-yarder, and then that 45-yard for the win. Could have been 2 losses.
I do remember that.
Could have been 2
I also
losses.
Could have been 2 losses.
It could have,
but it
I
wasn't.
also do remember that the record is actually 6-1. So
Yeah.
Tough. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Big man pick though, man. Grover Stewart. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? Grover Stewart.
Yeah, I mean he's
huge,
been active this year specifically. I mean he's been dogging it on the with DeForest Buckner too. I mean it's not even the edge rushers that you got to look out for on the line. It's the inside of the defensive line that's been monstrous, at least in terms of slowing down, the counter perfect offense of whoever we're playing.
Grover Stewart's listed at 6'4". I just looked it up. That is bullshit. There is no way. He is 6'7".
I don't know.
I didn't say that. He is 6'7". But the also just to throw in there as well for the baseball fans, ALCS Game 7, top
Mariners
of the 8th.
Better win.
Mariners are down 3-4, top of the 8th.
No.
And the game is going on right next door to the Seattle game.
Oh, because you used to be a Blue Jays
Seahawks
fan.
game.
You were a fake Blue Jays fan.
I was a kid. I
was a Yankees fan.
When I was a kid, I would cheer for the Blue Jays because my dad was dating a woman that was a Yankees fan, and she hated the Blue Jays for whatever reason. And I thought it was funny to mess with her.
Some deep.
No, I actually liked her, but it was just me like messing with her.
You got there, bro.
But no, I mean, I'm not a baseball fan, so I don't really care too much. But if at this point in my life, I'll cheer for the Yankees if they're in the playoffs. But beyond that, I can't care too much. I'm not deeply a Yankees fan. If you want me to pick anything, I'll pick the Mariners as well, just for they're the most snake bit franchise in the MLB.
The Mariners,
let them give it
I
a
just
shot.
think it'd be a cool story. Like Seattle Mariners. When have I ever seen them win? And then also, I said it a couple weeks ago on the show, so now I gotta rock it now. I predicted them to win it, so now I'm a Mariners fan. So I'm a Mariners fan for the time being. Right, hey, Red Sox are out of it, so you know what I'm saying. Did you tell me you just saw that JSN catch?
Oh yeah, of course I did.
Bro,
of course.
You might win your matchup because Fairborn might not kick a single kick all game.
It'll be tough. Look, I'll tell you what. Next week, I'm really lucky because in my Dynasty League,
You need Fairborn or you're playing Fairborn?
I'm playing against Fairborn.
That's what I thought.
So that's what I need. But I'm playing in my Dynasty League next week. I am up against the guy who has JSN. And JSN's on a bye. And this week, I was up against the guy that had Haley's husband, and Haley's husband was on a bye.
Yeah, I had to deal with that. I got to see. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm playing CJ Stroud. Because Josh Allen's on a bye.
You are playing Stroud.
He's on a bye, and I was like, I just had to, bro. Dude's rostered in 64% of the leagues. He's on our fucking waiver wire. I was like, I'm going to get him. But, yeah, now good for him right now. But I'm already clinched to win, basically, against Adrian. So I'm not tripping. But, yeah, this game was domination. 31-10, 7 minutes to go in the third. I mean, it's just domination. And at the end, they just sealed it. There's 3 minutes to go, chance for them to get the ball back with the Chargers, try to do something, get it onside, even though you got to announce the onside. So, odds of you getting it, not very likely. But then they got a first down and a 10-yard run, and then they also converted 3rd and 10 to keep the ball and the game. So, no, they did what they had to do when they had to do it. And, I can only say it so many weeks before I got to eventually turn the other tune, but jury's still out on Daniel Jones. We'll see. But as far as the Colts, I'll give them some credit. They'll at least make the playoffs and win one game in the playoffs. But hey, once you get to them playoffs, it gets wacky. You got the Chiefs in there, you got the Bills in there.
Man, it would be so funny if the Colts beat the Bills.
That would be so
with how the
funny.
Bills' defense is shaping up right now, it seems more than likely.
The Colts have to meme, and they got to say we have the better 17.
I guess honestly, the better thing is the Bills still have to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're gonna pull it off.
That's true, because they're not first place.
The Colts and the Patriots are going back to the conference championship. No!
Listen, my last thing on this game, guys, unless you guys got something else, but Tyler Warren.
He's real
great.
Is he a top 3 tight end right now?
I'm loving him.
Easy.
I'm like, you
with
got Bowers 1,
injured.
Laporta 2. I'm talking. So I was counting Bowers, but Bowers 1, Laporta 2, Warren 3, maybe.
Yeah, I think a healthy Kittle is probably 2, but
then I got thinking.
I'd put Warren over.
I was gonna say, what
Laporta.
about Ferguson and McBride too? Ferguson's been playing crazy this year.
Ferguson's been good, but he's not up there. McBride too, yeah. So I would say actually it's probably, if it's this season, McBride 1, Warren 2. If it's just this year.
Just this season.
But if you're throwing everything in, Warren's probably 4, because you would probably go Bowers, McBride, Kittle, Warren.
So you're going body of work with Kittle? Because obviously Warren's playing better right now.
Kittle's a Hall of Famer. Like,
Kittle,
you know what I mean? Yeah, you got.
Hey, I'm telling you, might lose his job to Townges. Soon. Nah. He didn't do too great. I don't think. I didn't see him. I think the first 3 quarters, I don't think he had a single catch yesterday. But they're working him back in. They're working him. Now Warren is playing crazy.
Well, they use him in creative ways too, which is the best part.
Nah, when he was at Penn State, he would be a running back, he would be a receiver, he'd be a tight end, he'd be a quarterback sometimes. So, some would argue he might, before we saw Daniel Jones go off, some would have argued that Tyler Warren might have been the best quarterback on the roster. And
all we've learned really is that Anthony Richardson might be the worst quarterback to ever play in the NFL.
Yeah, we got Glass Tony.
Dude, the only quarterback. Listen. This man, his teeth played so bad when he was a project, which means we already know you got to take time. But he played so bad that they signed a quarterback, paid him so much. There's no way he wasn't going to start. Like, you're paying him $14 million a year. Like, Daniel Jones was going to start eventually. But then on top of that, when injuries are your main concern and fucking being able to be a structured quarterback was a concern. Your very first play of the preseason, or one of the first plays, you fucking completely misread a blitz on a hot and don't hit the hot, and you get hit and you fucking sprain your finger or break your finger.
Yeah.
And then come to find out you hurt yourself pregame with a rubber band.
Broken rubber band to the face.
That's so funny.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I've gotten a hit to the face with some rubber bands before, when like I've been doing like the stretches and like it doesn't rip, but like it pops off, you know what I'm saying? It loses traction.
Yeah, it
and like,
slips.
but come on, Anthony Richardson, you're the last person that can happen to. Like, anybody on earth that can happen to, it's not a big story. It's like, oh, that sucks. But for Anthony Richardson,
remember?
Like, oh,
now we got Glass Tony.
He's hurt again.
Do you remember preseason when Steichen goes, Jones is the starter and it's not a QB competition, it is Jones, and everyone was like, what? Why? You're not going to leave the door open? And now we know. Yeah.
Do you think if Anthony Richardson was playing, they'd be the same record right now?
No. He sucks.
we know this for a fact.
Wow. Like, so you just okay. So it's not even damn. Okay.
I think
when I saw that. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you see the Colts play on offense, like there's no flashy players. There's no like Daniel Jones isn't Patrick Mahomes. He's not Haley Steinfeld's husband. He's not like making these like insanely spectacular plays that are like putting the team on his back. You see Tyler Warren getting open or setting blocks for screens or whatever the case. You see ground and pound Jonathan Taylor, and then you see Daniel Jones making efficient, accurate passes. This is an offense that's firing on all cylinders in the sense that every single player is a cylinder and they're all going off. if you have Anthony Richardson in that scenario instead of Daniel Jones, Richardson, who was wildly inaccurate last year, it doesn't work.
Yeah, sub 60%.
The most inaccurate quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Like 54%, something like that.
It's something. His completion percentage was lower than Shaq's free throw percentage for his career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lower than Tim Tebow too. Damn.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
And I know all about Tim Tebow. Trust me. That man. They said he couldn't hit a barn. He couldn't hit a broadside of a barn. If there was one on both sides of him. Mm-hmm. Only time he could throw a straight pass is if he had a fucking barn. Oh Lord. Well, listen, guys. Next game, Jacobs late TD, Parsons sack attack. Pause. Lead the Packers rally past the Cardinals. In a game that came down to the wire, the Green Bay Packers fought off a sluggish start and a 5-hour travel delay to steal one on the road. Josh Jacobs punched in the game-winning touchdown with under 2 minutes to play, capping a dramatic 27-23 comeback victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Green Bay Packers, they go to 4-1-1. They did have a tie. Arizona Cardinals fall to 2-5 after a 2-1 start. It's getting rough. Green Bay travels to face the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 8, and Arizona has a bye week before they travel to face the Dallas Cowboys in Week 9. But guys, the Packers won despite a 5-hour travel delay and a sluggish start. Is this the kind of gritty road win that builds championship character?
It is the type of gritty road win that tells me that this team is a first-round playoff exit. I am not sold on the Packers. After 2 weeks where they looked really good, since then they have looked shaky and vulnerable every game. And they find ways to pull it out their ass. They capitalize on mistakes. They, all this fun stuff. But I'm like, this just strikes me as, you come in, you're the 5 or the 6 seed, and you just get cold clocked by the Rams or something, round 1, and you're just donezo out of there. Like, I don't know, man. I don't buy the Packers at all. And I don't buy Jordan Love at all. Wow. I'm not there yet. Like, Jordan Love, I think I'm lower on Jordan Love than most people. But I'm just like, if I'm doing top 10 quarterbacks, he's probably 11 or 12. He's just not there for me. I don't see it. I don't see it with the Packers. I think they're a good team. They're a playoff team. But I think that they're not going to make a deep run.
I mean, I think it also comes a little bit down to the Cardinals. This is the second game in a row that they've lost it in the last seconds. The first time was because their offense sputtered against the Colts, but it was they had it. They were in the red zone. They needed a touchdown. They had enough time on the clock, and Brissett threw a pick. And they lost the game then and there. And now the defense folded at the end, allowed that Josh Jacobs touchdown. So again, you're asking about the Packers, and I talk about the Cardinals, but I have to, because it backs up John's point, right? This is a shaky team that they won. Yeah. And they won because, they played a good enough game. But they didn't. Again, the enough is doing a lot of work here instead of the good part, I'd say.
Yeah. No, I think. First of all, You're a bigger Josh Jacobs fan than most.
I put a lot of stock in him. I was high at the beginning.
Yeah. We gotta have a disclaimer. Anything he says about Josh Jacobs, we gotta keep in mind, guys. He's personally dependent on Josh Jacobs' success.
I am, and it worked. It worked it worked this week. Yeah, I remember looking at the Packers at the beginning of the year before it started, and I thought, man, they're gonna have a better defense. Josh Jacobs was good last year. Might get more work now that they've got the defense to hold down games. This is a league where play action is a big part of dismantling a defense. I think that getting the run game established is more important than ever as compared to maybe calling it maybe like 5 years ago,
Right.
maybe even less, when you had Mahomes just gunslinging all over the place. Now you got to get some sort of complement to it. But that all being said, I was like, that means Jacobs is going to get so much more work. And I drafted him number one for my team. Not number one.
He drafted him, I think, at
Number
106 or
three.
maybe 107.
106, something like
What
that.
was it,
Yeah.
7? Oh, 6, 7.
Yeah,
6 or 7.
106.7.
I thought that the Packers were he was gonna be the key to a Packers.
To your
offense
point,
that
he's
we've never seen
an
before.
RB1. I just don't know if he's.
I saw a post the other day that was saying if we redrafted it was like what the first round in fantasy drafts would be if we could redraft it today. And Josh Jacobs does go at about the 107. And you're like, well, Chung did actually
I picked what I should have, but
he did pick him based off value, but it actually makes it a worse pick because you could have gotten him later and also gotten like Justin Jefferson. But yeah.
But
that's the only one. Or actually, sorry, you could have gotten Puka Nacua.
could have gotten Puka Nacua.
we could have all gotten Puka. Damn.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I mean, didn't he fall to the second in our draft?
I think so.
That's crazy because I think all of us thought that Stafford was dead. I had the first overall, so you already know I took
Chase, and
Chase.
you were dead in the water until they got Joe Flacco.
I was dead in the water until they got Joe Flacco. All I wanted I was so mad because Caleb kept telling me that if he had the first overall, he would have taken Bijan, and I'm like, you would have been right too. You would have been right too. That would have been the actual answer.
But no, when it comes to the 5-hour travel delay, though, first of all, shout out because I might not have made it to the game, guys. I would have went home. I would have had to go home. 5-hour delay. Now I'm chilling.
You call cab.
I'm chilling. Let me know when you get there, and I'll figure out how I'm getting there. But no, 100%. This is the kind of win that does build championship character. You know, they had every reason to lose that game, aside from having the better team, and they won. You know, so this kind of win, it can galvanize a team. But I also think this, though, guys, the win against the Lions should have also been a galvanizing win. And look where we are now. So we gotta wait and see. It is the Cardinals. It is the Cardinals, guys. The Cardinals. I'm calling them the Fardinals from now on because they are frauds. Listen,
Fardinals.
we'll get to that in a second.
I mean, that's definitely one of the nicer mean names you can call them.
They are. No,
there is a politically incorrect mean name you can call them.
They
too.
have what is it? Their 5 losses are by combined 13 points. So they're playing close. But I don't know. We gotta wait and we gotta see, guys. We gotta see. It's the Cardinals. So I mean, yeah, it can be a gritty road win, but should a game against the Cardinals have to be a gritty road win for a team that has aspirations to challenge for the NFC North Championship game or NFC North Championship, and then also challenge for potentially the NFC in the NFC Championship game itself? So no, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool story, you know. Hang that up on a poster board or something. Talk about it. Yeah, 5-hour delay. We got to come back win. But it's the Cardinals. And they're frauds. They're not frauds at being a good team. They're frauds at convincing us that they're an average team. They're frauds at being an average team because they've done this year after year after year, regardless of situation. coaches, whatever it is, they show us in the beginning of the season. They go, oh, look at the Cardinals. They're 2-1. They're 3-1. They're 3-2. They might be onto something. And then we just stop watching them because they're the Cardinals. They're in Arizona. Nobody's watching them. Right? So then you look back up and you go, holy shit, how'd they go from 3-1 to fucking to 6-7? It's the Cardinals.
You know,
it's the Cardinals.
I can't believe we've had 3 organic 6-7s in this episode. This is crazy.
It's crazy. Like, it's insane. Like, so no, I mean, Cardinals are frauds. The Cardinals.
You tell our shorts editor to make sure that they go and clip out the 3 organic 6-7s that have happened so far. Somehow we've done 3 and they're all unintentional. I don't know how the fuck we've done this so far.
Yeah, no, you know mine unintentional because when I first say it, I cringe for like a half a second and then I go,
oh me too. And then I go, fuck. And then I'm like, what are you going to do? You got to do it. You got to do it.
But no, I mean, in this game, I mean, I haven't been watching a lot of Marvin Harrison this year. I know he got hurt. I believe he had a concussion, but he had a bad fumble where he caught the pass. It got punched out. I mean, credit to defense, but I think that's a bad fumble. He should have held on to that shit.
I don't know if there's a team in the NFL that needs to be blown to smithereens more than the Cardinals.
But they have some good pieces.
They got an aging Buda Baker and Trey McBride.
Oh,
that's
Buda
what they got.
Baker. I almost cried yesterday, bro. Listen, there was this video from 5 years ago of Buda Baker, and he's before the season, he's adjusting the team, and he's like, I'm tired of losing. I've been here all my career. I ain't won nothing. He's like on the verge of tears, bro. And in that moment, you see those videos and you go, it's like the Jamal Williams one with the Lions, but then they actually became good when he left. But
yeah.
But it's like Buda Baker, he's going off, and I watched it yesterday and I go, damn, bro, they've been ass ever since.
Bro, I mean, he's getting paid well, so it's fine. But it's just like he's really good and everyone respects him. He's the leader of the team. But it's just like, this is what they got. They got Buda Baker, they got Trey McBride, and then Will Johnson will probably be good when he's not injured. But it's just like they got nothing though. Like Kyler's not him. He's not the guy. You got to move on from Kyler. Your offensive coordinator sucks. Get rid of him. Like, you need to find an RB of the future. You need to get the line better. You need to fill out that defense. Like, there's so many problems with that team that you just got to fully blow it up. You got to stop trying to compete.
Last year, the all-worst team, bro, it was their whole defensive line. Or their whole defense.
Yeah, we said their whole was
it linebackers, maybe?
Their whole it was their whole defensive line. We said was on there because we said, can you name one person on the Cardinals defensive line? And this year you can, but last year you couldn't. This year they have Calais Campbell, so you can at least name one. But officially, let me be the first to congratulate the Toronto Blue Jays, who are going to square off
World Series
with the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. They're going to go to the World Series and get creamed by the LA Dodgers, who just
the World Series,
who just have the best player in the history of baseball on their team, and they're going to just destroy them. But man, it would have been more fun if it was the Mariners, and the Mariners just get another season of failure. The coming up short. They're the Detroit Lions of the MLB. Very sad.
Well, as a Red Sox fan, to me, it's like I either got to root for Mookie Betts, who used to play for us, or I got to root for our rival.
Parody. Yeah, you got it. I mean,
it's our rival.
You'll have a much better time rooting for Mookie Betts. Just root for Mookie Betts.
Yeah, probably root for Mookie.
What are you gonna do?
Did you see the coach? The coach said, he goes, they say we're ruining baseball. Well, I told my team, let's ruin baseball.
Yeah, ruining baseball. Like, it's this is the sport where like one team won 8 World Series in a decade. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean ruining baseball? Like, there's no salary cap. It can be ruined at any time. Any team can just choose to ruin baseball.
At the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
More couple times, but
couple times, yeah.
Add in a salary cap, and then baseball will not be able to get ruined. But until then, yeah, any team can ruin baseball.
Man,
and
that's
they've won one World Series. Let's chill for a second. Let them win 2 before we say they ruined baseball.
Oh man, but I was looking at this game, guys, and I was like, is Brissett as good as he looks, or is Kyler Murray bad?
Kyler Murray's bad. He's at best inconsistent. No, I'm not. I'll answer that. He's bad. Ask what you want.
I'm like, because Jacoby Brissett.
That's not a rhetorical question.
There's certain points in the game.
He's right.
Where I'm like, Jacoby Brissett is balling right now. He didn't complete the game, but there are certain points where I'm like, he looks good. I'm like,
yeah. Kyler's sucks.
Why is Kyler not doing this, bro?
Kyler's not good. Kyler's not good.
Like, if Kyler plays that game, I feel like they lose by more. They were winning most of the game. They were up, and that's the crazy thing too. They bad call. They went for on 4th down to the 50-yard line, up by 3. Completely changed tide. It was 4 minutes to go in the game, and then the Packers gutsy call, 4th and 2, a deep pass to Kraft when they were already in field goal range. I'm like,
that was gnarly.
This dude's a psychopath. He could have just tied the game. He said, "We're going for the win or the loss." He said, "No more ties."
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I don't know, man. Packers, we'll see. Jury's out. Cardinals, I'm giving them 6 wins tops. 6 wins tops.
Yeah, they're ass. Also, shout out Sean too. He did pull out the win. Did stave off.
You pulled it out.
He did stave off. Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's looking good for you too right now, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, not too bad.
While we get to this next game, I do want to go on the record and state that when they drafted Will Anderson, I was on the record as saying that they should have drafted. It wouldn't have made sense based off the picks, but they should have drafted C.J. Stroud and JSN to pair them up from college.
Yeah, that would have been disgusting. Oh my god, what a receiving core that would have been. But it was the right call.
Nico was 2nd round pick, so they would have still been able to get them both, right?
Nico was already there.
Oh, who's already?
Yeah, Nico was already there. He was there for 2 seasons. He had a lot of injuries to start his career, so he didn't have a chance to break out until CJ shows up. But
that chemistry would be crazy.
Yeah, but they needed Will Anderson. He's integral to their defense. He's so good.
Yeah,
so,
bro, imagine JSN. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Be crazy.
Well, it's not
crazy. But he's balling now, though. He's balling now. We like him in Seattle. But guys, listen. Last game here, Dak. Because we got to talk about the Cowboys, guys. Dak and CD dominating. Bland's pick 6 buries Commanders in divisional rout. In a classic NFC East rivalry, the Dallas Cowboys put on an offensive clinic. Dak Prescott threw for 3 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb returned from injury with a 74-yard score, and the defense got in on the action with a DaRon Bland pick 6 as the Cowboys cruised to a 44-22 victory over the Washington Commanders. Dallas goes to 3-3-1. The Commanders fall to 3-4. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. Dallas travels to face the Denver Broncos next week, while Washington travels to face the Kansas City Chiefs next week. But guys, what are your thoughts on this game? You know what? I feel like this game is one of those games where we got a lot of thoughts, so we'll hold off on questions. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this game.
Washington Commanders they're DEFCON 1 now. Jayden's injured again. He might miss a couple more games because that was a hammy. So you're talking a hammy can be 4 to 6 weeks.
Him and Lamar got the same injury.
Yeah, you're talking that can be a 4 to 6 week injury. You've got a gauntlet coming up. I think they play, what is it, the Chiefs, the Lions, and the Eagles, maybe? Or it's something. It's a rough next 3 games for them. So you got 3 real rough draws. You've got your quarterback's probably out. Your whole receiving core is injured.
Holy shit.
It's
the Chiefs, Seahawks, Lions.
Yeah.
Then they got the Dolphins, Broncos. So basically, everyone's a loss.
4 out of your 5 next games are really tough draws.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to play the Eagles twice still this season. You're talking because they haven't played the Eagles yet, I don't think.
No.
So you still got to play the Eagles twice. You still got to match up with the Cowboys again. You got 4 out of 5 tough draws coming up. Your quarterback might be out for all of them, and you're already at a losing record. You dropped a Bears game that you should have won, and now you're staring down the barrel of a lost season. And it's like,
it's crazy.
That's not supposed to happen. Sam Darnold, terrible pick.
That was Cooper Kupp.
Oh, that was Cooper Kupp who threw that?
That was Cooper Kupp.
Oh my god.
They did a flea flicker Kupp, and he just threw a pick.
Wow, so Cooper Kupp just threw a pick, everybody.
Thank God I didn't play him in fantasy.
That's hilarious. Yeah, imagine losing a fantasy match. That was Cooper Kupp.
It was Cooper Kupp.
Funny. Wow, overthrew JSN.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
At least he knew who to throw to.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Imagine losing a fantasy game by 2 points because you started Cooper Kupp and he lost 2 on an interception. That's so funny.
That would be god awful.
But the Cowboys are exactly the team they've been all season. Just an offensive. I mean, they're the Bengals of yore. They are the Bengals of last season. That's exactly what the Cowboys are. It's a real fun watch, and they're probably going to go 8-1. Like, that's probably what it'll be.
Hey, it's not a losing record.
It's not a losing record, and good for them. But
yeah, their defense. But hey, Jadeveon Clowney had a sack yesterday.
Good job, Jadeveon Clowney.
Good job.
He had a sack.
Yeah, I think that game is more just like panic mode for the Commanders. I can't see how you can feel good about the rest of the season now when just the whole team is injured and you have a first place. I mean, it's not a first place schedule, but it might as well be. It's a second place schedule, but it feels like a first place schedule.
No, the Mariota's cooked, bro. That pick you threw was ugly.
Yeah. Ugly.
That shit hung in the air so long.
Yeah. So it's going to be a tough out for them. And I think they're going to just be one of the teams. Like every year there's at least one team that we thought was going to be good that sucks. This year there's 2. It's the Ravens and the Commies.
Oh. They're
bad.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the only team that's remotely been able to handle this level of injury is the 49ers, and that's because Shanahan is both blessed and cursed as a coach.
Oh,
Shanahan's just used to it, man.
Don't worry. Listen, hey, we'll get to some 49ers shit in a minute.
We'll get to that later.
Because Johnny and I had some quotes from last week that didn't age so well that we got to run back.
Not age well. In our pick segment, we really did.
No, point is, the Commanders aren't the 49ers, and they don't have Shanahan for a head coach. When you get dealt this hand, like, what do you do?
No Debo, no McLaurin.
What do you do, right?
Nope.
There's nothing.
They had they had Robbie Chosen activated for the game.
Well, shout out Robbie Chosen. I didn't even know he was on an NFL roster anymore. What a guy.
He had like 3 catches.
I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. Shout out Robbie Chosen. What a guy.
What was the over-under that he got a catch on the Vegas?
Honestly, anyone who bet on that probably won a ton of bread. A ton of bread. His whole family is set up right now. They were just trying to show support.
Of course.
Robbie Chosen is just like a Madden depth piece icon. He's always like, you do a franchise in Madden, like you're gonna get Robbie Chosen as your wide receiver 4. You love it.
Oh man, he had that one crazy year.
Yeah, That's true.
What were you saying, Sean?
Yeah, I was just thinking about the game. Like, pats on the back for the Cowboys. They beat the injured kid on the block. You know, you got to do it, and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm like sold on the Cowboys. I mean, Dak's playing well, but I don't know. They haven't like had a game like where it's just come down to like make or break time, and they've made it. It's always been like, yeah, that was a game kind of deal. I don't know. They just haven't had something to just convince me so far that they are gonna be. They feel like the Packers. They feel a lot like the Packers, where like everything works on paper, but when you see them in action, you're like, okay, there's merit, but
yeah, they did tie each other, so it makes sense.
Tie each other, so,
they feel a lot like the Packers.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's where it gets crazy because I'm looking at this division. I go, man, I think all 4 teams have a shot right now.
Oh, that's crazy. I think
they're all within. Well, no. Okay, no. The commies have asterisks, assuming Jayden misses no more than one more game.
Oh.
Yeah.
If Jayden misses a lot of time, it's different, then obviously. But like,
you're the Cowboys. You're looking back on this season, going, "Damn, we lost to the Bears and the Panthers. Like, we really should have had both of those games, and the Bears beat them bad." So you're like, man, we should have had both of those games. And we could have beat the Eagles, and we lost on a CeeDee Lamb drop. Like, they had so many games that they really could have won and just came up short.
Yeah, they were, some would say they were Micah Parsons short for some of those games.
That's true. That's true.
No, literally. But no, I just think the Cowboys might be onto something. I mean, it's early. It's early.
They're fun.
But
they're a fun team to watch.
If their defense can just, bend, they bend a lot. But if they can, be more bamboo than wood, like, and they can really bend but don't break, I think they'll be okay. They got a shot. I mean, Cowboys,
having a healthy
Eagles,
Bland is a big difference for them. When Bland's healthy, he does make plays on defense.
No, he does.
Yeah,
he does. He's
as we saw in that game.
You got him, Trayvon. So, yeah, we'll see. But Eagles still a team to beat in that division. But I think Giants, Cowboys have a chance. Commanders have a chance if Jayden's gonna get healthy. If not, Commanders are dead in the water. Over. They'd be a fourth. If Jayden's hurt long term, they're 4th place. It's all said and done, which is crazy because they are my division winner. They're my NFC first seed.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. 7 weeks later, here we are, guys.
Love the NFL.
Look at us. Look at us. But Javonte Williams, resurgence, guys. He is looking. He's looking like his Denver days. I mean, that rookie
No, he's
year.
looking legit. He's young. People, I think, forgot how young he is. He's like only 26 or 20. Yeah, like.
I know some people out there, guys. Listen, I know some people out there will try to tell you that there's a statute of limitations on ACL injuries. I'm looking at one in particular, but Javonte, he had to come back, and last year he was still working his way back. But he looks healthy right now.
Yeah, after 2 years.
No, that was his second year, bro. He was hurt. He came back the year before, and then last year he was still working back. And
so you're saying T.J. Hawkinson is gonna break out next year?
T.J. Hawkinson could have resurgence next year.
Insane next year.
I mean, if you think about it, it'd be more
T.J. Hawkinson tight end 1 next year. You heard it first here, folks.
Nah, it'd be more precedented for a tight end than a running back if we're being real.
I already told you my new tight end theory. Whoever the best tight end was in the league the year previous, just do not draft him in fantasy. Just draft a rookie. Draft the best rookie, and you will it'll turn out great for you.
Well, some people thought it was Loveland, so they're not feeling.
You would have been wrong. That would have been obvious not to take Loveland over Warren because Loveland it was in a too many mouths to feed offense.
I'm immediately going to automatically assume if you're from Michigan, your ass.
Well, I can think of a great a great exception to that rule.
Nope, I can't think of one exception to that rule. There's not a single player in the entire history of the NFL from Michigan that wasn't asked.
You know what's really funny is that I didn't even think Tom Brady. I thought Nico Collins.
That was hilarious.
My thought was Nico Collins. That's so funny. Yeah, Tom Brady did go to Michigan, didn't he?
He did.
Huh.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Yeah.
Oh man. But listen, guys. Moving on to Sunday Scaries. It was a real scary Sunday for some people, guys.
Let's
By
get scary.
by people, I mean, yeah, it's that time of the year.
Ooh.
As you guys
Producer,
know,
put in a spooky ghost sound.
Put in a spooky
in
ghost
post.
As you guys know, not all Sundays are created equal. For some, it was a victory lap filled with highlight reels. For others, it was a long, sleepless night. It's time for Sunday Scaries. Now, guys, I really had to search hard for some player ones because we got some team nominations this week. There were some teams. We've mentioned a couple of them already, but they made the cut, guys. They made the cut. So for your Week 7 Sunday Scaries, your first nominee is the New York Giants. The New York Football Giants. They're up 19-0 on the road. You have the game locked up. And then you give up 33 points in the fourth quarter alone. The entire Giants organization is staring at the ceiling, wondering how the Giants collapse became the number one trend. Nominee number 2, guys, the Arizona Cardinals. Another week, another soul-crushing loss. That's 5 straight losses, as we talked about earlier, by a combined 13 points. They are the kings of almost. Some would call them the Fraudinals, which means they are the kings of the Sunday Scaries. They just can't close the deal. And your third Sunday Scary nominee, Johnny, you'll like this one. Tua Tagovailoa the ball over. Quarterback, Miami Dolphins. For anyone who doesn't know what that means, that's Tua Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa, whatever. You know, whatever it is.
You should. Coogii, you of all people should not attempt to pronounce Tua's government name.
As far as we all know, he's Tua Tagovailoa turn the ball over. But listen, when you only throw for 100 yards with 3 interceptions and get benched for the backup, your Sunday is terrifying. The Tua experiment.
3 fumbles too that just didn't come up in the box score because he fell on all of them, but 3 fumbles too. Really bad. Like
Butterfingers. The Tua experiment might be over in Miami. And that's the scariest thought of all for a starting quarterback. And I got to add this. That's after he called out a bunch of players for not coming to players-only meetings when no one asked him about it. He
had a fully guaranteed contract, could have walked away after getting that second nasty concussion. He
could have been like
and he could have walked away with a fully guaranteed contract and nobody would have blamed him and he would have been set for life.
Honestly,
and he could have walked away with his reputation intact. And he stayed in and now he is a joke.
He could have did like a sheriff, bro, and they could have set a precedent where they probably would have gave this man a fucking pension. They'd have been like, bro, we feel so bad for you. Like, retire, please, and we'll just give you money.
It would have been Andrew Luck, but we would have understood it even more. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, we would have understood it even more. We would have been like, yup, of course.
Because to the very end, Andrew Luck never looked like this.
Yeah, exactly. And like Andrew Luck was just out of nowhere, and we're like, whoa, really? But Tua, it's like, if he retired, if he was like, I'm done, I've gotten hit in the head and went into a fencing pose on the field twice, and I would really like to live to see my grandkids. So I'm just gonna walk away from the game now. I've made my money. I have generational wealth, and no one would have blamed him. And he stayed in, and now he's a joke. And now his legacy is ruined.
Nah,
he will be a punchline in the history of the NFL.
Him and Cam Scatterboo both going to have no memory by 35.
Yeah.
Literally. But, guys, listen. We got to give someone the Cold Sweat Award, guys. We got Tua. Taga turned the ball over. We got the Giants. We got the Cardinals. So who wins the Cold Sweat Award, guys, this week? Who had the most sleepless night on Sunday? What do you think?
Out of this list, it has got to be.
If you got a chef's favorite, a chef's secret dish, let us know.
It has got to be the. Well, I'll get to my Grim Reaper pick, of course. That's a different thing. But on this list, it has got to be the New York Giants defense. Tua knew he sucked. The New York Giants defense, that was a absolutely brutal, embarrassing loss. I mean, it is just slightly more embarrassing than getting blown out by the Browns, but it is embarrassing nonetheless. So, yeah.
I think just the merit of saying that was 1 quarter of 1 week. We'll make our adjustments. We'll be different next week. I think that there's still some hope to be had among the Giants. I mean, it was embarrassing, yeah, but there's still hope to be had for the immediate future, at least. I think for Tua and the Dolphins, though, they are staring down an existential shotgun of we had so much hope that this was going to turn into our own dynasty of owning our division finally. And it's all gone now. And this is just putting the final nail in the coffin of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when it comes down to losing sleep at night, it's not about the immediate, like, oh, I had a bad day. Like, that'll keep you up. But when you're sitting awake at night, you're thinking about how ruined your future is going to be. And that's what the Dolphins are doing.
Yeah, you see, I think we all can agree that the Cardinals are third. Because, the Cardinals are just happy to be in the game.
Yeah,
they were like, oh, we were winning? What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Cardinals are too delusional with themselves to be worried about anything.
But Tua and the Giants, man. Oof. I got to give it to, I'm sorry. That 1 in 1,200 stat is too much for me, bro. That shit has happened. Hold on. I was doing some research on this, actually. Now that I realize this. Hold on, look at it. I was looking up because I just wanted to see. Like, this has got to be crazy to me. So I wanted to see what is more likely to happen in real life than what just happened. And so if we look at this, guys, you are more likely to be born with 11 fingers or toes than you are what the Giants just had happen to them. You are more likely of being audited by the IRS. Of course. The average person, though. Not like a rich person. The average person.
Yeah.
Than what happened to them. You are more likely to have an identical twin than what happened to the Giants. And last but not least, you are more likely to make it to Division I football as a high school athlete than what happened to them.
Wow.
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Nah, bro. 1 in 1,200? 1,200. You know how big of a sample size that is? When you say
that is,
you have so many arguments, you go, oh, the sample size isn't big enough. The sample size isn't big enough. I don't think you can get a bigger sample size than that. That shit's crazy. Nah.
Disgusting.
I gotta go on the Giants, bro. But Tua's close. Tua's close though.
Yeah.
Tua's
close.
The only reason that Tua isn't for me isn't Sleepin Scary is because that man doesn't remember what happened in the game. That man forgot about what happened the minute he left. Yeah, short-term memory.
Can I tell you why Tua is not my pick?
Why?
Because when it's all said and done, Tua's got a guaranteed contract.
Oh, you're right.
He's got a job for the rest of the season.
And when he goes
unlike my pick for this week's Grim Reaper of the NFL, who is the Grim Reaper pointing his bony finger at and beckoning to come join him in the grave? He looks at Tua and then turns to the sideline and beckons to his head coach. And thank you very much for the Miami Dolphins for waiting to do this until after I recorded this. But Mike McDaniel, it's over. It's over. Done.
Yeah.
I called it, I think I said week 5 earlier this season it would happen.
You said it in the prediction show.
I think, in the prediction show I said Mike McDaniel's donezo this season. But he's donezo this week. If they are going to, I think we will hear about it tomorrow. Tomorrow, Mike McDaniel will be relieved of his duties. This will come out tomorrow. So today, that you're watching this, the debut of this episode, Mike McDaniel will be relieved of his duties as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins with just cause, because he looks better in a lab coat than he does in a war general's uniform. As I've said many a time, he's an offensive coordinator. He is not a head coach, and he is not a leader. He is a terrible leader. He has never commanded the respect of his locker room, and he is kind of made himself into a joke. And you're seeing him on the sideline yesterday, chastising Tua, yelling at him to get off the field. He looks like a petulant child, and Quinn Ewers goes in and tries it, and he completely cold shoulders him when Quinn Ewers tries to come up to McDaniel at the end. He's a joke. He's not locked in. He is fully despondent and not taking his job seriously anymore. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Grim Reaper himself has spoken, guys.
And the Grim Reaper is still undefeated, to let all of you know. As I did specify last week that Chuba Hubbard, I was not saying he was not going to be on the team anymore, but I told you his job as the clear number 1 running back is gone. He's no longer he is banished to committee. And as we saw this week, Rico Dowdle had more touches than Chuba. So, once again, the Grim Reaper has struck, and we will see as Mike McDaniel is relieved from his duties that the Grim Reaper has struck yet again.
Oof. So far, so good. We'll see. Man,
and Dylan Gabriel, he's got his eye on you, so watch out. You better win next week because he's got his eye on you.
I watched that game, and I was with Marquise. I go, man, they really got some shitty games for us to choose from after these first 2 at 1 o'clock. I was like 3 shitty ass games, bro. But I was like, I gotta watch the Browns game because there's a chance Shador might get in.
Yeah, I don't think they'll bench Gabriel mid game, but I think if he plays like ass next game, that there'll just be too much pressure and they'll just have to start.
My thing is they gotta lose though. If they keep winning, even if he doesn't play good, they're gonna keep him in. Yeah,
they'll lose.
Okay, good. Let's go.
They'll lose.
Hey guys. Listen. Not everyone caught a case of Sunday Scaries this week, though. In week 7, we had one player who went to bed with a smile on their face. Your NFL week 7. Sleeping all right tonight, nominee, guys. Home cooking. We're home cooking. Bo Nix, baby. Two rushing touchdowns. 2 passing touchdowns. Down 19-0 going into the fourth quarter. No problem. Just lead your team to 33 fourth quarter points. It's all you got to do. It's all you got to do, Bo. Sleep well.
Mm-hmm. Fantasy QB1. What a guy.
Was he really?
He had 39 fantasy points, bro.
Probably all in the fourth quarter.
It was obscene.
Somebody stopped watching their fantasy in the third quarter and they go, I'm fucking losing this week. And then they looked back and they were like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But guys, moment or momentum for Bo Nix? Is this just a moment for Bo Nix, or is this the start of some serious momentum?
We just got to see him do it for a full game. Right now, it's a moment.
Yeah.
But once if he can put it together, it was a great moment. But it's not momentum until he does it for a full game. And he's had trouble putting together a full, really good game this season. So we're waiting on that. It's enough to win, so you can't get mad at him. But
just barely.
We're just waiting. We're waiting on We're waiting on him to just put together a really solid
Right,
dub.
like just quarter 1 to quarter 4, just domination.
Yeah, we're looking for a Drake May.
Yeah. A Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
Not this week. No.
Yeah, not this week, but before this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to go moment too. I mean, it's tough. It's a fourth quarter moment. We like those moments. But there's going to be some games, some teams where you're not going to be able to do that, no matter how good you play in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to go moment. But I'm hoping that in a couple weeks we'll have some momentum going. What do you think, Sean?
Right.
Who are they playing next week? They playing
Cowboys.
the Cowboys.
Oh boy, bad defense.
That is a game where you could put together something nice, though.
I'm
that defense.
thinking, especially against Cowboys defense, I think we're sleeping on the momentum chance, at least for Bo on his own.
He could string it together.
I think against the Cowboys defense, even if they don't win, I think he might carry himself. The only worry is he could get it in his head like, I shouldn't have been in the position where I needed to get 33 points in a quarter. Like, that's the only tick I have to put on that one. But I mean, it's impressive, right? But he's going against the Cowboys defense next week, and that makes me think, you know what? He might not put up 0 points in the first 3 quarters again. I think there's something to be done with this.
I hope not, man. We gotta run through the NFC East. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. It's 4-0. But listen, guys. It's time for Couch Coach of the Year, where we determine which coach is crowned Couch Coach of the Year through weekly picks. If you think you can beat us, submit your picks for the following games by the start of Thursday night's game for a chance to be featured in a future segment. Now, guys, at this rate, I know you weren't here before, Sean, but Johnny, at this rate, there are going to be a lot of people in the segment because we're not doing so hot. We're not doing so hot right now. Here's our records on the year, guys. Listen, I am at a breathtaking 13-21 right now.
Oof.
Boy. Oof. I was 11-17 or 16. It didn't look so bad then, but once you hit 20 and you're at 13, it's like, ooh, man. Johnny, you're at 18-16.
Okay, I still got my winning record. Let's go.
You still got it. You got it. Because last week,
we still got it.
Because last week you played true to your name, and you were 3-3.
3-3, Mr. 500.
You had the Eagles, the Panthers, the Colts, the Commanders, the Falcons, and the Jags.
Yeah, and I almost took the Cowboys too, and I'm so pissed. I remember I was like literally saying like, man, I could see the Cowboys winning that game, but it's okay. It's okay.
And unfortunately, I said that we had pretty much the same picks except for the first game, and you got the first game right. So that leaves me at 2-4.
Of course.
I added 2 more losses gap on that one, guys.
Did Caleb have a perfect week? No, he didn't pick the Cowboys.
No,
yeah. No, yeah.
He said every road team but the 49ers, and then he picked the 49ers, which was the crazy. He was the only one that picked the 49ers.
Yeah.
I had the Vikings, the Panthers, the Colts, Commanders, Falcons, and the Jags. Duval, what happened, man? What happened?
Yeah, that was a home game. You blew a home game in London.
But we have a combined record of 31-37.
So you're bringing us down, man.
We got me. It's all bro. You're not bringing us up enough.
I gotta really lock in. I need to go 6-0 this week.
Oh, and also as it refers to the 49ers game against the Falcons there. Last week I said the 49ers, they're cursed, they're bad luck. I'm out on the Niners. Give me the Falcons. And Johnny, you said emphatically, what do I have to believe in? What do I have to believe in for the 49ers? Well, we should have believed a little bit more.
We should have believed.
Because they won. They won. But guys, week 8.
Christian McCaffrey was the answer. That's what I have to believe in, because Christian McCaffrey was just
he's so crazy. He had his best game of the year. But it was quiet. Because there was other games where I felt like just off of like what I see highlight wise, there was more impact other games. But like fantasy wise, that was his best game, at least from what I like. Literally, like
Yeah, he was
5, 10
insane.
points. He was crazy.
He was insane.
Yeah, he didn't have a rushing touchdown all season until like last game.
It's all been receiving. It's been all receiving until then.
Yeah, had to get that get right. But listen, week 8 matchup, guys, and as I mentioned, there's a lot of blowouts projected this week because we got all the way down to the 6.5 line with 6 games. But
are we doing spreads this week? I remember we were talking about possibly betting against the spread, picking against the spread.
Were we?
It becomes more impressive if we start picking against the spread. We don't have to. We can pick them straight up. But if it's big lines though, it makes it like, oh, maybe we pick against the spread.
But then I gotta like, our assistants gotta do math, and I didn't check check their college education, so like I don't know.
All right,
if they're good
That's
at math.
fine. We'll pick them straight
how
up.
about this?
Maybe we can get back on the board. We'll get back in the dove column, picking straight up this week.
How about this? We'll do yeah, we're losing. You want to do spreads?
You're right.
wait till we get to 500.
Then we start picking against the spreads. Let's do it. All right, I'm in. And is Sean picking for Caleb this week?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, guest picks from Sean. The Colts fan. No Colts pick this week, but that's because they got a fucking 14-point line. Anyway, first game, we have the 49ers at the Houston Texans. Keep in mind there is a Monday night game. Texans still playing. These lines are pre 6 o'clock tonight. So pre 6 o'clock Monday, October 20th. For those that want to get the specific, But yeah, Texans minus 1.5 points. Who you guys got?
It's a tough one, but I'm going to go with the Texans because I think Brock Purdy's going to be playing. I think he's going to throw 3 picks to Derek Stingley.
I think the 49ers are going to take that one, actually. I think McCaffrey's going to just keep doing his thing.
Listen, I was off the bandwagon. I was off. There was no hope. I was feeling hopeless. But you know what? I scheduled a therapy session, and me and my therapist were chatting. We're talking about this. My ChatGPT therapist. And, they say it's easy in good times to ride the tide. But it's when the tides churn that you learn you have a master sailor. And I got to go with the 49ers. I don't know what it is, man. They're cursed, but God damn it, they keep winning. They keep winning.
Sure they do.
So maybe the curse is to their benefit. Maybe it's something like we're looking outward and it goes, listen, we need to get you your next team for 2 years from now. So you're going to lose everybody right now and figure out who these rookies are. Because they got 6 players on defense. I don't know who they are. 48, there was a whole story because he's wearing Warner's old number. And it was like, hey, Warner's Warner now, but he wasn't there before. He came from where you are. So it's a good story. Give me the 49ers. Texans, not looking so hot right now. CJ Stroud regressing a little bit. Hurts me to say. And I don't think Brock's going to play. I think McCorkle Jones is going to play. Matthew McCorkle Jones. Give me Mac.
Mac the knife.
I think it's Michael McCorkle Jones, isn't it?
Listen, they're both white. They're both white dude names. All right. I try. Listen, if you put a Michael and a Matthew next to each other, you wouldn't know who's who. Give me the Niners. Vikings, guys, at the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. So make sure you guys, by the way, make sure you submit the pick by Thursday. Because if you submit that shit on Saturday and you go, hey, 5 out of 6 games are on Sunday, I'm going to say, well, hey, listen, you missed the one on Thursday. But Thursday night, Vikings at the Chargers. They're giving the Chargers, my bad, they're removing Chargers minus 2.5.
Man,
Oh, walk
That's
to
a
him.
terrible one. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Who do you believe in?
I'm gonna go get right game for the Chargers. Let's go get right game for the Chargers. They take it. What am I supposed to do? Believe in Carson Wentz?
Yeah. Man, it's tough because, I mean, that's a good point. It is Carson Wentz. But I got a demon in my ear whispering Brian Flores' defense picks off Justin Herbert like 3 times.
Okay.
I think I got to listen to that. I think the Vikings defense carries them through on this one.
All right.
Well, listen. We've already talked about this. Home field advantage is usually a 3-point swing. But I've been on the record in saying,
I already know.
I've been on the record in saying, the Chargers don't have a home field. They don't have a home field. Do you know any Chargers fans? I know one. It was that Asian lady. It was that Asian lady on the fucking billboard. She's that industry plant. That's the only Chargers fan that I know.
Yeah, the former Vikings fan. Don't forget, she used to be a Vikings fan. They have photos of her in a Vikings jersey.
Oh,
She's whoever they need on the billboard fan. That's what
exactly.
she is. Listen. They don't have a home field. They don't even know. They got to rebuild it somewhere else. Like Los Angeles was a great move for business, but a bad move for having an impassioned fan base.
For culture.
They're like, bro, why would I go to a Chargers game when there's a Lakers game on, there's a Clippers game on, and I can also go to 5 different spots where there's concerts and other events? No, I'm sorry. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. I'm uninspired still, but I think they can get a very uninspiring win.
Makes sense.
Game 3, Dallas Cowboys at the Denver Broncos. Now, this is a real home field, by the way, but the line's 3.5. So if you take that away, we're still up. We're still minus a half. But either way, Cowboys at the Broncos. Broncos minus 3.5 points. Who you guys
What does a cowboy do?
Oh man, we did this with Indiana Jones earlier. They
ride horses. They wrangle these horses.
No.
Give me the Cowboys.
No.
Dak Prescott. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on, Dak Prescott.
God damn.
No. It's the Broncos. It's the Broncos. I do not believe in the Cowboys. I don't believe this Cowboy's getting bucked by this horse.
All right, Coogii. Don't make us wait. Just say it.
1 sec.
He's making us wait.
Folks, Coogie's going to pick the Denver Broncos. I'm just letting you know right now. He's going to pick the Broncos.
Of course he is.
He might have to. Okay. Sorry.
He's getting ready.
He's
So,
throwing up a little.
I had to look to the higher powers for this one, guys.
Yeah, okay.
This is a real tough pick for me. I promise you. I gave a ton of thought into this pick. I could go both ways. I promise. Give me the Broncos, baby. Give me the Broncos, baby. Come on now. I'm about to be wearing this jersey next week, too. Listen, they about to win so much. I'm finna walk around smelling in this jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, don't worry.
Tired of winning.
Don't worry, I'm gonna wash it. Don't worry.
Don't wash it. You don't wash it during the season. What are you talking about?
Oh shit! Too late for that. Oops.
Oh God.
I had to, bro. I got pizza sauce on it.
Oh man.
I was eating a pizza, and I got pizza sauce. Listen. Anyway, yeah, man. You got the Cowboys. You believe in Dak like that?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Anyway.
Here we go.
Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they are taking 3.5 points away from the Packers. Packers minus 3.5.
You know what? We got a gauntlet of 3 games coming up, boys. A real
revenge
gauntlet.
Game.
And I think Perk Rogers is gonna stand and deliver at Acrisure Stadium. And he's going to unleash the beast on his old team. Look, the Steelers' O-line's been playing better as of recent. Aaron Rodgers gets the ball out quicker than any quarterback in the league. Micah Parsons, if he's going to be less of a problem for anyone, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, Perk Rodgers. And in the most immunized win of the year yet, give me the Steelers.
I believe in Perk Rodgers. I believe that he is a man that has no forgiveness in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
No well wishes for his old team.
Mm-hmm.
He smells blood on the stumbling Packers, and he's going to feast.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and DK are going to put on a show. I think it's going to be an absolute shootout, honestly. But at the end of the day, Perk Rodgers is going to be the better game manager than Jordan Love, and that's going to win the Pittsburgh Steelers the game.
Perk Rodgers.
Tough. We got Perk Rodgers revenge game. You got
Just remember your AFC winner, Coogii.
You're right.
Remember who you are.
It's like I'm playing against myself and you guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because they just dropped one too, so they got to get it together. I mean, but Micah Parsons.
These are the games. These are the games the Steelers win. The Steelers win games against tough opponents. They lose games against stupid, annoying, easy opponents. This is what we do.
It really just depends on how much I believe in Jordan Love.
Sunday Night Football too, so it'll be exciting.
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go.
Yeah,
3-0, boys. Come on. That's a dub for all of us.
Unanimous.
Perk Rodgers.
Unanimous.
Let's go.
And honestly, that's straight up. But that wins with the line, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Steelers win. Any bet on the Steelers wins.
Exactly.
If the Steelers lose by a field goal, they still win on the bet.
Exactly.
That's a good bet to
do.
make right there. I'd make that one out of all these.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay Bucks, guys, at the New Orleans Saints. And now, I thought this game was interesting because the Saints are playing so well, respectively, this year that they are not as big of a line against the Bucks as the Titans are against the Colts.
Well, and I can throw in now, too, folks. We can break some news. We're not really breaking it, obviously, but we do have added information for this that Mike Evans has broken his clavicle and is going to be out indefinitely.
No, he's not.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was concussion.
Mike Evans, broken clavicle,
concussion
out
and
indefinitely.
Shoulder,
and concussion and a clavicle. A clavicle is probably the whole season.
Oh, clavicles, you're done, bro. That's
you're done, so.
Anything on this area here, you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
So, it's over.
It's going to take Baker Mayfield to lock in big time. It's going to be a big Egbuka legacy game, but I think they'll get Godwin back too. Folks, Baker underperformed. He disappointed, and he did not live up to his MVP standards in this game against the Lions in prime time. But that will change against the Saints. Baker, touchdown maker for the dub, reestablish dominance. Bring it back. Let's go. My NFC number 1 seed pick is going to pull out this win because he's not going to drop one against the little brother of the division.
Yeah.
I mean, the Saints, they don't have the record to show for it, but they have been playing. They've been making moves this year.
They're feisty.
Yeah, feisty. Yeah, that's good. But Baker never plays better than when he's vindictive. And this game that he just played is going to make him just so hungry for a statement. He is going to ball out. He's going to have another MVP showing right back on the horse, and the Buccaneers are going to win it.
Don't mind the look of depression on my face. C.J. Stroud threw an interception.
No, yeah, he did.
Bro, he's got 2.24.
It was a bad one, too.
He's got 2.24 points for me. I'm guaranteed to win unless he gets -7 more points.
I think you're all right there. That's a tough.
If he
that's
throws
a tough
4
ask.
picks, three picks, 1 fumble. Oh my god!
Yeah, 3 picks, 1 fumble.
I'd die. But anyway, Bucks at the Saints. You see, I like the word feisty. We're using a lot to describe the Saints. And what
word you wouldn't use to describe the Saints is good.
No, you wouldn't say good. No, but they're feisty. They're feisty.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll tell you what, back in my day, I ran a couple people in track, and I knew I was better than them. I knew they weren't as good as me. But they were just a nuisance every time I had to run against them. I knew that they weren't going to give up, and I had to give it my all. And coming off a game like the Bucs just had, I don't know. There's some injuries now. We got Mike Evans. Emeka, he played today, but he's been a little nicked up. If there's a time for Kellen Moore to have a statement game in his first year, it's this year, this week, right now. Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Okay.
Damn.
At home in Louisiana?
At the Caesar Superdome, Caesar Sportsbook. If you were ever interested in giving us a sponsorship, we will switch this to betting betting against the spread so quick.
And we will pick the Saints every time.
We will do whatever you want. Tell us the lines that you are trying to catch people on, and we will promote them. We will sell our souls to Caesar Sportsbook. Or any gambling affiliate, really. Any of it. Just give me that blood money.
Last game, guys. We have the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. And Eagles are -6.5.
I'm gonna just take the Eagles on this one. I don't think the Giants can pull it off twice.
No, the sweep.
I'm not gonna. I don't think they can do it twice. I think that the Eagles might have maybe shook loose their offensive woes, and will be able to put together a competent ball game on both sides of the ball against the Giants. And I'm just not going to overthink this one. As funny as it would be for Dart and Scatterboo to pull it off again, I just think we know the Eagles are the better team and that they got punked the first time they played the Giants, and that we are not going to get that again. So give me the Eagles. Let's not overthink it, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm of the mind that this comeback loss that the Giants have suffered is going to linger on them. The stink of it's going to get carried with them. So, for that reason alone, not even the fact that the Eagles have relearned what it is to stretch the field, and that they have A.J. Brown on the team. Regardless of that, the stink of this comeback win that the Broncos have pulled off on the Giants is going to affect them long term. And for that reason, I'm taking the Eagles as well.
Coogii. Do you have the heart?
I just got a lot of experience in watching the Giants play. And, they also played the Eagles already. They did win. Now, you see here. Here's what I got.
Do you have the heart? Ooh.
Oh.
He really walked off camera.
He's going for it.
The sweep! The New York Giants, baby! The New York Giants! Jackson Dart!
Wow.
Dart!
He got the prop.
Prop
Coogii,
Coogii.
baby! Give me the sweep!
He's
Coogii top.
all in.
Giants, baby.
Shit.
Giants. They call me Mr. Clean Coogii.
Mr. Clean Coogii. Clean Killer Coogii. All right.
Give me the Giants, baby. Oh, man, that's going to be crazy when the Eagles lose this game. I'm going to have to call Caleb. That'll be when he comes. He'll guest appearance. Come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, that's why I almost had Marquise on. I was like, I want to have Marquise come talk about the game. Then I was like, I don't want to make this dude kill himself on the show.
Yeah, kicking him while he's down.
I don't want to make this dude. I was like,
if they sweep the Eagles, you can. If they beat the Eagles, you can bring him back on. We'll do that. Have a Marquise episode again. We can say we found him.
We found him. He was waiting for the Giants to win something. No. Well, listen, guys. In this next segment, we have to start them off with an advisory warning. Listen, if you are not a fan of Uno, if you are not a fan of Monopoly, if you are not a fan of Connect 4, this segment is not for you. And we advise that you jump to the next segment. But for the rest of you, you dare-doers, let's play a game. Now we got two today, guys. The first one is a little special one for us because I had something prompted to me yesterday in conversation, and it got me really thinking. So I'm not going to tell you guys what the actual premise of the concept was till after this. But the first game we got for you guys today, and I'm going to, you guys are going to play each other. You can play the house too, but you'll play each other. And so for this, because I won't reveal anything until you both give an answer, I'll let you both answer, and then I'll obviously reveal. However, it's easy to remember for you guys. If you got to mark it in your head as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 of them. But I'm going to go through some stats. Which one of these quarterbacks is not a Hall of Famer? We have the Odd Man Out Blind Stats Edition. Which one is not a Hall of Famer?
And these are going to be career stats?
Career stats.
Got you.
So 4 of them, or which one is a Hall of Famer? 4 of them are not Hall of Famers. One of them is.
Okay.
So we're answering which one is a Hall of Famer.
Apologies.
Okay.
Which one is a Hall of Famer?
All right,
one is, 4 aren't.
All right.
So the first one had 32,838 career passing yards, 197 career passing touchdowns, 160 career interceptions. He ran for 2,200 yards in his career, had 20 rushing touchdowns, and a win-loss record of 91-81 as a starter.
Okay.
The second one had 27,663 passing yards, 173 passing touchdowns, 220 interceptions, 140 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, and a 62, 63, and 4 record. The next one had 37,920 passing yards, 247 passing touchdowns, 184 interceptions, 1,500 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, and a win-loss record of 80-93. The next one, the fourth one, had 37,276 passing yards, 234 passing touchdowns, 117 interceptions, 3,400 rushing yards, 29 rushing touchdowns, and a win-loss record of 98, 62, and 1. And your last one, 34,183 passing yards, 248 passing touchdowns, 117 interceptions, 620 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, and a win-loss record of 78-49. I can repeat any of those if you need. One is a Hall of Famer. One is a Hall of Famer. 4 are not.
Could you give me the stats of the first one again? Only got a couple of them because I was looking for a pen.
No, you're good. First one, 32,838 passing yards, 197 passing touchdowns, 160 interceptions, 2,200 rushing yards, 20 rushing touchdowns, and a 91-81 record as a starter.
Okay, so I'm going to start off here, right? I think I'm just trying to figure out who these guys are based off their numbers and all of this. And there's a lot of big rushers on this list. So I think one of these guys has to be Cam Newton. One of these guys is Michael Vick. Both not Hall of Famers. I think the 1,500 rush guy is an interesting one, where he's got really bad win-loss record. 1,500 rushing yards. I mean, that means you would run with it sometimes. So it can't be a Big Ben. 80 and 93 makes me think interesting. Makes me think it could be Steve Young, because he had a really bad stint with the Bucks where he lost a lot. And Steve Young is a Hall of Famer. I'm just trying to think of who else would get 1,500 rushing yards. I don't think Alex Smith, he ran a lot, but did Alex Smith have that bad of a win-loss record? I feel like he didn't. I feel like he was always on decent teams. So I don't think it's Alex Smith. It could be. My guess is that, that 1 and 4 in some combination are Cam Newton and Michael Vick, is my thought. And I'm not sure which is which, but my guess actually would be that the second one, the 4 is Michael Vick, 1 is Cam Newton. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with number 3, guessing that it's Steve Young. That's my answer.
Okay.
I think, to give us just the stats, it's got to be deceptive in its own way, but I think, again, just looking at the stats here. Number 5, middle of the road passing yards, by 1, highest passing touchdowns, low end of interceptions, decent running yards, but we're quarterbacks, so throughout the history of the NFL, it could be anyone there, and that's fine. Same goes for the running touchdowns. But what stands out to me is how few losses are in that category. And I think for that reason, I think number 5 is the Hall of Famer.
That would have been my second guess. If I wasn't going with 3, I would have gone with 5. I like that pick.
This is really insightful. You actually proved the argument that was made against me.
What?
So I'm going to review these quarterbacks in order. Right. The first quarterback, number 1, was Ken Anderson.
Ken Anderson would not have guessed.
Quarterback number 2 is the Hall of Famer. I will leave him off for right now with the name. We'll reveal that at the end.
Number 2. I figured that you were burying the lead and giving us a shitty the shitty one could have been the Hall of Famer, but I was I'm not gonna bet off.
But number 2 is the Hall of Famer. Well, it's funny because it was completely not stats based. I just found the stats for the player, and then I was like, but you'll see in a second. Number 3 was Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason rushed? All right, I didn't know he rushed like that. 1,500 is not crazy, but...
Well, number 4 will kind of shock you with the rushing, maybe. Donovan McNabb.
Okay, that makes sense. He rushed, yeah.
3,400 yards.
Yeah, he was athletic.
5 was Tony Romo.
Nice. Tony Romo is a guy who is just criminally underrated all time. Wow.
Will Anderson?
Strip sack in the end zone by Will Anderson.
We were just talking about Jackson and
touchdown.
Will Anderson too. That's funny.
Wow, what a guy. Wow, what a guy.
That's a point for Fairborn though.
No, they're gonna go for 2.
Oh, you're right. They got to make a 3-point game.
They'll go for 2.
So that he can get a 60-yard field goal and get 6 on you instead.
Yeah, I'd still win. 6 points, I still win. He's got 7 right now, I think. Right, so I still win. He just can't get over 13. But yeah,
quarterback number 2, guys. Quarterback number 2. Here's where it was interesting. Joe Namath.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Like, okay, that's fine. Joe Namath, so
Marquise
the quarterback of Super Bowl 3. Yeah, cool.
So the whole debate was that Joe Namath shouldn't be a Hall of Famer, and then if you compare his
a different era.
Yeah, different. The game was different. I don't know.
Joe Namath guaranteed a Super Bowl victory and went out and did it. That alone gets you into the Hall of Fame.
62 and 63.
He played for the Jets, bro. He won the Super Bowl for the Jets. That instantly gets you into the Hall of Fame. Instantly gets you into the Hall of Fame. You win the Super Bowl for the Jets, it doesn't matter how bad of a quarterback you are, you're a Hall of Famer.
I don't know, man. I think so. I thought he was, but the argument was presented very heavily that he wasn't. But I mean.
Yeah.
Stats are relatively similar. Made Hall of Fame.
I could have sworn that you were going to throw like Troy Aikman on the list, but I was like, none of these guys have a win-loss record that reflects Troy Aikman's career.
It'd be insane.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was just on the most, just a dominant team, so there's just no shot. But yep, all right, good game.
Well, listen, guys, we're gonna do 1 game instead of 2 tonight. 1 game instead of 2 tonight, guys. Because check this out. It's time for instant replay, where we get behind the booth for when our viewers need coverage on the biggest stories in sports from a different angle. Code Red, guys. Code Red in Miami. Tua. I'll have John fill in the last name for me. Benched.
Turn the ball over.
As Dolphins implode. It's a full-blown meltdown in Miami. After another disastrous 3-interception game, Tua was benched. With the team at 1-6 and the coach on the hot seat, on the Grim Reaper hot seat, is the Tua era officially over for the Dolphins? Now, guys, Coach McDaniel said everything is on the table. Should the Dolphins give Ricky Quinn Ewers a legitimate shot to start next week?
Why not?
The worst franchise mismanagement ever to sign to this long-term deal and then fuck it that bad. But at this point, what option do I have? What choice do I have? Yeah. Why not?
No, I mean, Quinn could be something. He could be something.
Oh yeah, why not?
And hey, you know what? If Quinn's good, then you can offset that crazy salary with a 7th-round rookie salary.
Yeah, why not?
You don't get to take advantage of the rookie contract if he's good, because now you can't put anyone around him. But it can help offset some of that. Yeah, they gotta give Quinn a shot. Someone that's got a brain that works still. I was saying, bro, when no offense to him, but when Tua passes away, eventually they're going to study his brain and they're going to be like, this is what you don't do to your brain while you're alive.
It's going to be mush.
Like his body is going to be dedicated to science. Like
no, if I was the president, I would do a presidential decree that says when Tua Tagovailoa dies, he has to donate his brain to science. Sorry.
Really?
You have to.
I don't know if there's a single player that would show the effects of playing football more.
Yeah, aside from Aaron Hernandez, but yeah.
Yeah, guy.
They cut open Aaron Hernandez's brain, and it's just a black cloud. Like, holy shit.
Damn. I found out they died. They said that Demaryius had CTE. They found it in his body.
Definitely, yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't die that young without CTE.
He wasn't crazy though.
It doesn't matter. The CTE can also just manifest as like a brain aneurysm or a.
Oh, okay. See, I see CTE and I think of like these players that are like 50 and then they like kill their wives because they're crazy.
It manifests in a lot of different ways. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
it's just long-term trauma to the brain after.
No, it was
prolonged
the CTE, and then he had a car accident when he was in Houston, and that added to a condition he had. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I got to give Quinn a shot. I mean, hey, listen, if anybody can hold off Arch Manning for 3 years at Texas, you gotta give him a shot. At least one game.
One game. Just give him one game.
Give him one interception. One interception.
You get him out of there.
Oh, boy. Next one, guys. A London Masterclass. Stafford's 5-touchdown gem without Puka Nacua. They crossed the pond and put on a show. No Puka Nacua. No problem for Matthew Stafford, who threw 5 touchdowns in the Rams' demolition of the Jags. How much credit, guys, does Sean McVay deserve for scheming an offense that was so effective without its best player?
Most of it.
Most
of it, because Kyron didn't play great either. So it just shows you, man, you have a great head coach. That's the difference. And you know what? McVay just sunned his son. That was all it was. Like Liam Cohen, he doesn't have to feel too bad because he is McVay's son. McVay gave birth to Liam Cohen, and he never would have said Duval if not for Sean McVay. So I don't think it's like a damning indictment of the Jags necessarily, because I think that if anyone knows Cohen's scheme, it's gonna be Sean McVay himself. But I mean, it just shows like McVay's just top
tier.
I mean, what is he? I mean, is he top? Is he the second best coach in the league? Is he the best coach in the league? You know what I mean? Like he's just it's Andy Reid and then Sean McVay. If we're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And keep it real, we're only giving it to Andy because he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
If Sean McVay was 20, 30 years in, we might give it to Sean.
Yeah, it's Reid, McVay, and Tomlin are probably the 3 best. And then
had to throw the boy in there.
Yeah. Well, they're the only guys that if they retire today are Hall of Famers.
He's the only one who can wrangle Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, because I don't know if Harbaugh's a Hall of Famer if he retires today. Carroll probably is too, but
John?
Yeah, John. Yeah.
The one, you mean the one that's about to get fired?
One's gonna get fired at the end of the season. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I think Sean gives a lot of credit. I honestly was watching this game and I had a thought. I almost sent it to the group chat, but I didn't. I kept it in house. I think that I had to sit on it more. I think Devontae going off like that this weekend, I think we have to fade Puka a little bit. Because honestly, because I think that I think that Cooper Kupp a little bit too. I think Cooper Kupp and Puka are products of Sean McVay, not the other way around.
And
I think those same receivers with other coaches, I don't think they have this. I don't think Puka's Puka without Sean McVay.
That's probably true.
Look, I said it last time. Look at him, bro. Just look at him. Do you look at that dude and you go,
"Oh, look like the most lethal receiver in the NFL"?
You look at him and you like before a game when you're looking at players sizing him up, and you look at him, you go, "Oh, I'm good today." He might get me for a little bit, but I got him. That man does me for fucking eight catches, 200 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and I'm like, and he ran for one of them. I'm like, bro, what? Nah, I'm telling you, Sean McVay. Something like I really think like Devontae, like if Puka missed the rest of the season right now, and Devontae was number 1 the rest of the year, we'll be calling Devontae the best receiver in the NFL by the end of the year.
Well, they were really only working Devontae in the red zone, and it was a lot more like tight end work in the open field.
Well, I'm saying, but the plays in which they were going to him though, the way they were designing them, I'm like, man, Devontae looked lethal when he was getting the ball.
Yeah.
And Sean McVay, no, got to give it to him. Got to give it to him. He is one of the best coaches all time right now. We just got to get that, like we talked about, we got to get another ring before you can climb up that list more. But you're in consideration. You're in the conversation. You can't mention the story of the NFL without Sean McVay.
He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Can't do it. Can't do it. I think the coaches that he helped groom, I think they also, that adds to his legacy. Like, if he has more coaches that he brings up that do well, I think that also should go into consideration too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and that's different than Bill, because Bill's coaches didn't do so hot. A lot of them didn't do so hot.
No, they did not.
Didn't translate. But guys, one more story, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna wrap up. We're going over here. But NBA starts tomorrow, so we had to get one NBA story, guys. Had to get one. We got the Giannis sweepstakes. Blockbuster NBA rumors shake the league. Now, guys, the NBA rumor mill is on fire. Blockbuster reports are linking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I say it right, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. To two of the league's biggest franchises, the Lakers and the Celtics. Is the Giannis era in Milwaukee coming to an end sooner than we think? Now, I know there's also stories with linkage to the Knicks as well, Johnny. This specific
the stories that he requested the Knicks, but that there's no good trade, and which is true. Like there is the Knicks have given up so much of their draft capital to build the team they have now that there's no trade that makes sense for Giannis that the salaries match on, because it's just like, well, what is the trade like that we give Milwaukee a bunch of good players that so now they're not even good, they're not even bad enough to tank anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? We give Milwaukee Karl Anthony Towns, and they're rolling out Miles Turner and Karl Anthony Towns, and that's their team. Like, I don't like. There's no actual good trade. If Milwaukee traded him to the Knicks, they would be chastised for eternity for the return they would get. It just wouldn't make sense. As much as I want him on the Knicks, but you know I would really. I just don't think. How do you make him go to the Celtics?
Well, hold on. We got two. Hold on. So these reports, the Lakers, the package would be centered around Austin Reeves and 3 future first-round picks. The goal, obviously, to pair Antetokounmpo with Doncic, which would be insane. The second one would be the Celtics. In this scenario, would be in the event of a long-term injury to Tatum. The Celtics would pivot. They'd get Antetokounmpo, and the deal would send Jaylen Brown to Milwaukee as the main piece of the trade to create a new core with Giannis, returning Tatum, and Derek White.
I mean, it's a good team. Yeah, the Celtics are in such a terrible cap position right now. Like, if you're talking about any team that the second apron is fucking really bad, it's the Celtics. So I just don't know how they make any big move right now.
Yeah, there'd definitely be another player in there more than likely.
Yeah, Sean, for the thing, the NBA added this thing recently called the second apron, which means that if you are over the salary cap by a certain amount, they restrict how much you can do with your team money-wise very deeply. And it makes it so like you have to get out of the second apron. Because if you stay in there, you can no longer do anything to like move money around, extend guys, do all kinds of stuff. It restricts you so deeply.
Okay.
And the
second apron is what you get when you're cooking so hard that you get something on your first apron.
Exactly. But it was done with the intention of like keeping parity in the NBA and not letting super teams stick around for too long. It's put teams in a position pretty much where like if you have a really great core, you have about 3 years to get a championship, or you're gonna have to blow it up. And so it's that's where the Celtics are at right now, is they just have a really messed up cap situation. And that's why some teams will pay their players less and then give them a little something on the side secretly. So then it's not counted against the salary cap, and then you get to still be the odds-on favorite to win the Eastern Conference. Shout out Jalen Brunson. Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, from a basketball perspective, I think the Lakers one makes more sense.
Yeah, at least the Lakers have their picks.
I mean,
and then
LeBron,
and then it also
LeBron, Giannis, and
right, and you put Milwaukee in a position where they can tank, where Milwaukee can tank, and they don't have and they get a bunch of picks left. It's just there's no good trade for Giannis. You're fucked if you trade Giannis.
well, it's
You're
crazy
going
too,
to
because
lose.
we came off. Remember when he had that first round exit when he goes, it's all about the steps to success. Success is not all about winning. It's about the steps to success. And then now it's crazy how like every year since then has been like, oh, we're not winning. Is he gonna get the fuck up out of there?
Yeah, trading Giannis.
You don't even
is
believe
like,
what you said. You don't even...
for a non NBA fan comparison, Sean, Giannis is like, as far as just talent level, he's the equivalent of like Lamar Jackson. If like you had to trade Lamar Jackson in football, like that would be like trading Giannis, and it's like that's where the Bucks are right now because they're just fucked.
The Colts
And
traded Peyton before he got hurt.
Yeah, like you're trading the objectively third best player in the NBA at worst. He is at worst the third best player in the NBA, and you're trading him in the middle of his prime because your team just cannot get their shit together.
Without him, the Bucks would not be good at all.
Yeah, I mean, they would fall off.
They'd be okay. They'd be in the wasteland. They're not bad. It all depends, I guess, on how their pieces do. But they'd have to really tank, honestly, John. I'm not gonna lie. The Bucks would have to really tank. Like, they probably would still have the 5th or 6th worst record in the league, even if they lost Giannis. But they're still like the Jazz. I'm sorry, fuck, man. I hate to say it. But
Ace Bailey looks good though.
Oh, look at me. Hey, if there's any consolation in not getting Cooper Flag, it's looking at Ace Bailey right now. Thank God for his dumbass agent.
Yeah.
Told every team we're not coming. And the Jazz were like, we don't give a fuck. We don't have anyone else.
Tip off tomorrow, though, and we're all excited.
Tip off, baby. Jazz championship. Hold on. We got it.
He's getting another prop.
He's getting another prop. Coogii, we're going over. We don't have time to get another prop. We're at almost 3 hours. We've gone way over.
We took 20 minutes to start. We hit the over.
We started at 9:50. We're almost. We're
Jazz baby. Jazz baby. But we got to get out of here, guys. We got to get out of here. So listen. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Couch Coach, your favorite podcast featuring an all-star staff of the best to never do it. Without a couch, you're just a coach. Without a coach, it's just a couch. With both, you're one of us. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you got some shit to say, leave a comment. While you're at it, hit that notification button to make sure you stay ready for when we hit airwaves on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's EST, for those of y'all that don't understand. For more, make sure to follow us on whatever platform you consume your content, whether on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Search Couch Coach Pod in your search bar. Look for the green coach sitting on a green couch. You can't miss it. Now, if that was too much for you to remember, make sure to hit up that description. All the links, all our socials, and our Couch Coach headquarters. It's Johnny. It's Coogii. It's Sean. Thank you for watching Couch Coach. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Man, that motherfucker's spitting.
Yeah.
Peace.
Zach Charbonnet touchdown.